great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
What's up, everybody? TGIF. What's up, man? Y'all go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. TGIF. What's up, everybody? Oh, boy, another great day to be a JSU Tiger. I want to start off by, first of all, congratulating all of the new wave of alums of the I Love Jackson State University. You know, I was initially going to put up some photos, but I had like some, the football photos, but I was like, nah, I don't want to put up no photos because if I do feel like we can't put everybody up. So because we love all of our Tigers, all sports, I don't want to put up just the football boys or the football young men, and don't put up the soccer ladies and everybody that has graduated. So I would just say, if you're following any of the social media sites, Jackson State, the coaches, they are putting up a lot of photos, man, a lot of Black excellence on display today. And I'm just couldn't be more proud of the this new wave of alums. Our winter graduates graduated today. Of course, we did just finish football season, so we will talk about some of those. Some of the players I actually didn't even realize were actually graduating. They weren't a part of the senior day festivities, but they absolutely did graduate today. Grayson Thompson, Alan Walker, Evan Henry, Size Guthrie, DJ Stevens, Devontae Davis, True Thompson. Man, that was really good stuff. Really good stuff today, man. So congratulations to all of the graduates. Can't promise it's gonna be a long show tonight. We was working. Shout out to Decor Receipt. Just getting done doing a slew of Tiger Talk interviews with the recruits. We got a healthy recruiting class, football recruiting class in town today. Kobe, man, you funny, bro. What's up, Kobe? Kobe been on one, man. Man, South Carolina State hired Chennis Berry from Benedict College, and Kobe been cutting up ever since, man. Kobe said, we back. You is in trouble. Hey, you is in trouble. He said he putting belt to ass. They kicking everybody ass. That's what Kobe said. We back. Hey, man, I love the youthful joy, man, that you displayed on the internet. That's what it's all about, man. You got to love your team. The honorary Tiger. Listen, what a way to everybody thought that Chennis Berry was going to be at Southern, but South Carolina State's pulled one of them Lee Corsos. Not so fast, my friend. KT Dub, what's up, baby? Oh, man, TD Zoe will be on. I know Zoe will be on and here shortly. And not sure when TD will be on. He has some family stuff to attend to earlier tonight. He may still be on here shortly, but can't promise. Oh, yeah, he did it in sign language. That man said belt. I can't. He going to have to come on and do that. I don't know what he did. All I know, he said belt the ass. That's what he said. I was, God dang. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, man? What's going on with you, brother? But it is Friday. You know what I mean? It's fun. It's fun Friday, man. And I ain't gonna waste too much of your time, man. This is y'all show. We want to honor the people, man. So I'm gonna drop the link early. I don't have any script of what we're gonna go by today. I just know that we had a great recruiting slew of interviews today, myself and D. Corey C. Man, I gotta say this. I gotta tell on myself, man. We have been fighting with these interviews, man, and it's I said I wasn't gonna say nothing about it, but hell, I'm gonna speak on it because I keep it real. Man, anytime you're dealing with equipment, digital equipment, camera equipment, microphones, and all that, man, we just had something weird happen with the camera, and this was months ago, and I couldn't figure out. Absolutely, Leilani's interview was dope. We got Quay Davis's interview is going to drop tomorrow. Myself and D. Corey C sat on a great interview with Quay, man. Great interview, man. But when you're recording live and you're in front of it, your audio got to be right, man. And I just was all the interviews that we did of the first round of recruits, it just didn't sit well with me because the audio wasn't up to the standard that I know it could have been, and I couldn't figure it out. I'm wrecking my brain. I got with Austin. I'm like, man, I'm watching videos and trying to get the settings right. And I'm telling y'all, man, when you're doing this stuff, it could be one small little thing, and it could just mess all of it. I don't care how good the video is. If the sound quality is bad, well, lo and behold, we had a lot of interviews tonight, and then we go back and listen to them, and we got to test them out. Some of the audio was a little choppy, and I couldn't figure out what it was. So I'm so frustrated, man, from tonight. And then I was like, Corey, we finna figure this out now. We finna figure this out. So I'm running several tests, and finally, I figured it out, and I could have bust my head on the table, man. It was something so minor, and when I figured it out, the audio was perfect. I was like, So y'all gotta just bear with us. What's up, bro?
What's happening, Peppy? What's up, D? I love family.
I was telling about them Tiger Talk interviews. I already know because I called him soon as we got done. I'm like, damn, bro, But the best thing about it all, found out exactly what the issue was and we fixed it. So it is what it is.
My boy said you gotta hydrate.
So when you're in there in front of all them damn lights, you know how the Tiger Talk setup is, bro. You're trying to put it together. Then we get to the room. We had to switch rooms. We got to tear that shit down, and then we got to haul it down the hallway.
Rebuild it back up.
Oh, man.
Drain it.
I was sweating like I was scared, man.
Kobe, I still didn't get a chance to see it, but I heard about you, my boy. My boy said he doing sign language now.
Man, Kobe been cutting up, man. He been cutting up on the internet.
My boy said he's gonna talk shit for the hearing impaired.
Kobe, you got to come on up, man. Come on up, man.
Kobe, actually, you shouldn't have said belt. You should have said strap the ass.
Hey, man, listen, it's all good, bro. Hey, good deal, man. I wanted Southern because, we want Southern to stay terrible. You know what I mean? Yeah, I said it.
No, I want them good. Ain't nothing worse than beating them and they got a chance to win.
I'm sorry, brother. Every time you say that, I understand it. I fully understand your sentiments. I just don't care enough. Because they don't care when we down. They gonna kick us and keep kicking us and keep kicking us. So, hey, man, I wish Dooley would have stayed. So did. I think they was a little premature on pulling the trigger. They thought they had their replacement.
Well, they shot early.
Premature Jack. Oh.
Oh my God, man.
Not too quick, man. Yeah. Oh,
No,
man.
Blood ain't gonna be in the intern coach. Blood is actually bled out. He out of there.
He out of there. Oh, that. I thought about that, Blue. I sure thought about that, man. I said, boy, they don't win, boy. Kobe, they gonna have all kind of memes and gifts out of you, boy. Yes, indeed, man. But no, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in with us. Like I said, this won't be a long show.
I tell you what, if they lose and everybody get on Kobe, he gonna be swiping from the bottom of his chin. I tell you that.
Yes, indeed.
You know sign language, you know what that is.
Yes, indeed, man.
If they lose, they come for him. Kobe gonna be coming from his chin. I tell you that all day long.
But yeah, man. Oh, boy. What did they say? We was on Wednesday. Yeah, they said shout out to Seven, man. Seven returning. We was on Wednesday. I did say something on Wednesday. I said, don't be shocked if some names that you saw enter the portal decide that they want to stay or return.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. You know, the thought of whatever you could perceive to be the demise of JSU is greatly exaggerated. And also, I'm gonna use a quote from our previous head coach. You ain't gonna see what you thought you're gonna see. He said it differently, but you ain't gonna see what you thought was gonna happen. Nothing that you thought was gonna happen really is going to happen. Like, and if you notice, compared to any other roster in this conference, everybody's going to have turnover, but some more than others. But Ken, I think we're going to be on the lower end compared to everybody else, my friend. But the difference is when you talk about returning starters, now going into next season, we're going to have the more returning starters back on this team, on next year's team.
We hope that's the expectation. You know what I mean? That's the expectation. Now anything can change tomorrow. You know, we don't. We talked about a couple of players that potentially enter the portal. You know, we got some graduates today. They may decide that they, you know, want to test the waters or even leave. You know, either way, it's all good. You know what I mean? Okay. I love to see them get that degree. That's what it's all about. I hate to see anybody go, but I'm telling you right now, I was talking to Zoe about this crop of talent that the coaches are recruiting. And they're doing a great job, man, of addressing some needs.
Man,
some very necessary needs to make this team an even better team. Had a chance to interview incoming freshman quarterback Ethan Terrell, 3-star quarterback out of Louisville, Texas. Great kid, man. Just a legacy kid. Whole family pretty much Jackson State Tigers, not just his grandfather, but you guys got to watch the interview. I think you guys are gonna love it, man. Just a really bright young man, very well spoken. Family is very supportive, and I was telling Zoe today we got a very, 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 very cool surprise today interviewing one of the recruits, and he has a famous grandfather, legendary grandfather, one of the greatest athletes to play football coming out of Mississippi is his grandfather. And but if I gave you his name, then you know who it is. So you just got to wait and see. But we actually brought his grandfather in on the show. It was actually pretty good. But just stay tuned, man. Stay tuned and tap in the Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club whenever you get a chance, you know. And be sure to subscribe to the channel. So yeah. Now we got to land them though. We got to land them, but we got a good crop coming in. I like our chances with everybody that was in the room and the kids that was there today. Zoe got some amazing offers too, bro. Really good. Really good.
I'm gonna say the one thing we have to kind of pull the curtain back on, though, that the vast majority of people here watching don't have a clue or don't know about is, we let people know what our closing success rate is on
It's
our
pretty
OVs.
high. It's pretty high.
Our
Coach
closing rate on our OVs are it's in the upper 90 percentile.
Yeah, they do a really good job. Like I said, man, the way they recruit and the way they show Jackson State in which they do what every coach does around the country. They try to show their program in the best light. And the fans, man, really play a big part in that. And I'm telling y'all, man, y'all have to. That's why it's so important to come to the games. Like you may think, well, you're thinking about it from your perspective, but that's the number one thing that a lot of the recruits talk about. A lot of the recruits that come in and play, to sit down and talk to us, one said, I think the largest crowd they've ever played in front of was like 18,000. And they see that big stadium and they see the fan base and they see the amount of love that they get on social media. And it's overwhelming. So it makes them want to come see what the fuss is about. So shout out to Tiger Nation, man, for showering recruits and the players with love. And they see that. That's why we always say you got to be careful what you say when you say what you say. And that's why I was letting folks know that even though I said what I said, and I talked to Coach TC about that today. He was like, nah, man, you keep doing what you're doing. Keep speaking that truth, And absolutely, Israel, I'm telling you guys, man, that means a lot. You know what I mean? These young men and women are they want to come see what the fuss is about. And then one thing I heard that was common today was like some of these young men, this was their first. They wanted Jackson State to be their first OV. You know what I mean? Now, of course, they got unlimited OVs if they can get official visit. No, it's not. It's no limit to it now. They changed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they can go on as many official visits as they like. So, yeah, they can. So that means you got to actually recruit, and the spots are. These kids are aware of I saw a picture today. Somebody posted in the chat. It showed that you was number 3 on the depth chart, and then when you jumped in the portal, you went from number 3 to 1,030. And you just got behind a bunch of kids in the portal that. But hey, man, the portal is what it is. You give it, then you take it away. And we've been able to witness the coaches do a really good job of using the portal to address some of the needs. So, but to your point, Zoe, roster retention is really cool. It's really good, really cool to see, and it's good to see. So we are excited to have Seven back. I think Seven is a phenomenal talent. I think he just needed to get healthy. We saw him go down right before the season started, and man, we opened the season without him. And then, one thing about being hurt, Zoe, you want to come back, and especially a talent like him, you could tell he was just chomping at the bit to get back on the field. And then when you get back on the field, you tend to start pressing a little bit. And
well, the main thing about the injury, though, Kim, because the main thing about the injury, though, over everything is with any injury in football, is that when you finally do get back, you are rehabbing. You're not training.
Facts.
So that's the main crux. So it takes a lot longer to really, recover. You pretty much may say I'm good to go, but even in all your, whatever training you're doing is rehabbing. You're not training to actually, be on the field of playing or working on the strength or to get better at your craft. You're literally just rehabbing. And, so now, hopefully, again, it gets the off season to get better. And hopefully, man, we had a horrible year with the injury bug. You're going to have them every season, but some years are worse than others. If we can minimize, luckily we can get lucky and have minimal damage when it comes to injuries within the roster with, guys we're depending on, then that can actually change the, perspective of what we can hope happen for the next season.
Man, absolutely. I mean, when you got a kid that relies on their explosion and that first.
You saw it. What game did they get that long play on, that holding call that got brought back? It was Texas Southern or Pine Bluff, I believe. One of the two.
No, that was at the vet.
It was at the vet.
Was that Alabama State?
No. Had it been Alcorn then.
Texas Southern. It was Texas Southern, bro.
Texas Southern.
Yeah, because we were rolling. That's right. It was Texas Southern. Thank you, chat. But this is my point. Man, he played with that big A brace on his knee all season. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Finally, he got it off, and it's like, man, get healthy, get that degree, and man, go ball the hell out. And if he decides that the portal is the way he want to go, man, hey, we understand. You get what I'm saying? Hopefully you'll stay. But, you know, you have a dominant season. Man, go dominate if that's what you want to do. And just win the day, win, dominate where you at. Yes, men will be men. The men are in Houston tomorrow. We got to take on the number 3 Houston Cougars with on the coach Kelvin Sampson. Yeah, you did that right. We I gotta be honest with you. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
And then you got our ladies. Our ladies are heading over to Oregon State to take on the Oregon State Beavers. We think we got a chance to win that game, man. We show up to go play some ball, man. But yeah, that Houston game is gonna be. I believe in our Tigers, man. But you know, we
rough road to hoe, man. But hey, anything's
yeah.
possible. Probably play the game.
Yep, that's right. Yeah. But anyway, moving right along. But no, but yeah, that's the thing, and we're ecstatic to have him back. You know what I mean? I think people. That's a good question. Do we have a yoga Pilates instructor? It's definitely to be something that we not on staff. We do. We can definitely look into that. We don't want to go down that route no more. But damn, bro.
I wasn't ready.
God damn, so
I wasn't ready.
No,
Okay. Forgive me.
No, that's a yeah. We'll leave that one alone. We'll leave that one alone, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah. All right. But no, we definitely want to incorporate some yoga, just Coach Beef will take care of that. Yeah. We're gonna get Coach Beef to do that this year. And keep it in the weight room and let them get in there and do their thing, man. Good stretching. Hey, Aquay. Hey. We good. But anyway, but no, man. Again, great day to be a Tiger, man. Winter commencement today, the AAC. Let me say this about that though. Hey, bro, we came out, man. I don't know if y'all seen that photo of the AAC today. Dog, the AAC was packed. You hear me? Packed. So somebody took a photo from the back of the gym, and you could see, dog, it was packed in there, bro. It was wall to wall. And I said to myself, man, imagine if we could get a crowd like that for a basketball game, bro.
And be like, this is Obama game.
Dog, I'm gonna find. You know what? I'm gonna find that photo, bro. I'm gonna post this photo. I gotta go find it. I'll shut up. Yeah, let me go find this photo real quick, because that was 5 interviews for the Grambling State head. Damn, they got they reading that thing. They got a whole lot of folks in that thing, man. Ted White, great player. Mickey Joseph could very well be the coach.
Hey, man, I tell you, does Grambling have any abandoned buildings on campus?
Any who?
Do they have any abandoned buildings on campus?
I don't know, bro. Where you going with that?
Don't pay me no attention.
Man, look. I got a Tomorrow Wells got some really good offers, by the way. Listen, I'm gonna pull this photo up. Y'all just give me a second. Oh man, you got Willis Patrick. Hey, Austin, we going to the Shrine Bowl, dog. Willis Patrick gonna be at the Shrine Bowl. Now I know he going to represent TCU, but that dude is a Jack State Tiger.
Oh, he said so. He said so in his
we're going to sit down with Willis and we're gonna talk about his season at TCU. We exclusive East-West Shrine Bowl interview coming up with Willis Patrick. We gotta make that happen. And it's in look, it's in Frisco this year. I ain't gotta go to Vegas. We can go to it's in D-Town, baby. We coming to Dallas. Dallas, Texas.
You know what? Well, look, why you pulling that up, man? Look,
hold on,
I want to send a rest in peace, man, to my classmate, man, Sean Harris. My condolences to his family, man. He passed away on Wednesday morning, man. No, yesterday morning. Forgive me. So I just want to send my condolences to his family, man. Rest in peace, man. Real cool dude. I don't know what happened, but that's neither here nor there, man. But just public place, man. Just want to send my condolences to his family, man. Just say rest in peace to you, bro. We'll see you on the other side.
Wow. Sorry to hear that, bro.
My eyes are glossy as shit.
Y'all gotta forgive me, man. I'm look, I got a point that I need to make with this. That's why I'm waiting on it. And if this is go ahead. Oh, here it is, right here, bro. Oh man, look at this. You're gonna love this, bro. You're gonna love this. Let me tap in real quick.
Hey, like the last time Obama was there.
Did we play Grambling in the upcoming season? Yes, we do actually.
Yes, we do play Grambling. And Grambling at that.
Play Grambling, and it's not a conference game. Do with that what you must. So look, check this out, bro. This is dope. So I guess I do have the photo of the football Tigers that graduated today. I might as well put that up. Y'all gotta forgive me. Other sports, if it don't happen, just check this out, bro. That was a beautiful.
You knew Sean, man. Oh man, yeah.
You see that right there, man? Packed out, bro. Now that's how it should be because education comes first. I wasn't too pleased with that, but I ain't the one making the schedule. But it is what it is. Jack State football page posted this today. A lot of support staff as well as the Tigers, and to hone in on the football team. That's the photo I was reading off of. Grayson, Allen, Evan, Isaias, DJ, DD, and True Thompson. That's what it's all about, y'all. That's what it's all about. Congratulations, guys and gals. Like I said, I didn't post every photo, but I do. I'm proud of that. And the boom will definitely be in there. Wait a minute, Grambling.
We'll go to Grambling. Yeah, worry about that.
We didn't come for y'all, but y'all sent for us. Remember 2018? That was the best. that was one of the best halftime shows in a long time, bro. That was I watched that one to this day, bro.
It actually did good.
Yeah, that was.
You want to run your mouth? You want them all in your house?
Yeah, then we'll punish you. We'll set this thing off. Hey, Richard talked like, you remember when they said he laughed? Richard talked like he spelled out his laugh, H-A.
Yes.
He said that we'll punish Little Bootsy's, Louisiana's own Little Bootsy.
Dude, I would never, ever let him live down when that dude said Rick Nature Flare.
She's alive, man.
Oh my God.
Oh. That was 2017. I thought that was 18. So it was 2017. Oh, I thought that was 2018. Okay. My memory ain't get good then.
No, it was 2018.
I thought it was 2018.
Remember, the 2020 season was the spring season. We played them at Grambling in 2020. We alternate. It was 2018.
I know we played. I know Brent Lyles was the quarterback, I think.
It was 2018.
All right, who's gonna be in the ATL this weekend for the Boom, man? The Boom's gonna be in Atlanta, putting foot to, like Kobe said, putting belt to ass in the HBCU band national championship. We're gonna win that thing, man. The inaugural.
Well, see, one thing I'm interested in, man, because they did the whole thing is built solely for halftime, right? And so, A&T, they're actually pretty good at halftime band. I have to give them credit. They are. They actually are. They're good. But
all right, so Corey said that was 17.
Okay.
Guys.
But I will say this though. If we do anything or any type of stand work, man, you might well tell AT&T, get your hat, your coat, and leave. The boom will punish them. If they do anything up in the stand, man, A&T don't want that smoke.
Hey, Desi. Oh,
but in all seriousness, man, A&T, they're really, really good at halftime, man. Like for real.
Yeah, that's it. So it's okay. We got it, y'all. It was 2017. I thought it was 2018 too. I thought it was too. 2018. No, 2018 is when we lost to damn Kentucky State.
Oh, we definitely could talk about this.
Oh no, was that 2019, though? It had to be 2019.
2019 we lost to Kentucky State.
Yeah, because we had lost damn MEAC SWAC challenge to the BCU.
So,
that was 19. Okay, all right.
Oh, Kobe, dog, you are wild. Oh man,
yeah, Kentucky State was 2019.
Dude, wow, bro. I can't, man. I'm watching this Montana Furman game, man, and it's a good one.
I ain't looked at nothing, man. I've been working, man. Your boy been working since 4:30. Man, I do want to say, man, we're in the process of trying to elevate this thing to the next level, man. We got some potential partnerships coming down the pipe. Got a meeting tomorrow with a potential sponsor. We've had some sponsorship meetings. That's another reason why I take these trips as well. Had a great meeting today with a car dealership to potentially assist with some travel to help. We did a lot of travel, bro. Got a lot of rental cars and stuff. Shout out to KT Dub for that, man. KT Dub is like a mob boss. That dude got connections all over the world, man, all over the place, making things shake. I just wanted to make sure I highlighted, bro, for all the work that he does to try to help us get to the next level. Got a couple of proposals going out, man. It's good stuff, man. We working, man. We're gonna grow this thing organically since, we don't be begging, you know what I mean? We just do the work and try to keep growing in a profession. Take this thing to the next level. So it's all good. What's up, Ty B? It's good, man, because one of the things we were able to get accomplished today was working on just transportation. I travel here a lot, and it can get a bit costly when trying to move around. You come in town, you gotta get rentals and stuff like that. So we're working on some stuff that would actually help with that. So that alone is going to help in a major way. And like I said, brother KT Dub is taking the lead on that. Has really helped with that. Brother Doris, if you're watching, I had a proposal stuff over to you this weekend. And then too, we have a meeting tomorrow, and we've had some meetings with some others that I just think 2024 is going to be our year. And doing this right here, it's going to be really good. The goal of growing that in that way is to help with, we appreciate all the donations. And like I said, if you guys like to donate to the platform, feel free to hit that Cash App, PayPal, Zelle. But this is going to allow us to take, have more sustainable growth and to be able to do more with what we're trying to do with this platform. So greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate you guys. You guys watching, make sure you hit the like button, but watching the views is what really helps, because we tell that story. We go sit down and we show, hey, Zoe, we coming up on a monumental moment for this channel, bro. What do you think that is, bro? We about to hit a crazy stat for the channel.
Subs.
Subs, we good. We had about 55, 555, I think. It was a pretty cool number, I think. Let me look at it. 559. We went up on it. But I just want to say, no, not 2 years. We've only been going about a year, a little over a year. But we just hit
watch hours.
Views. Unique views. We just hit 2 million. 2 million views.
I went too far off.
Yep. 2 million. So that means that 2 million people have come across this channel and have watched. Absolutely. We've had 2 million channel views. And that is unbelievable. Like not individual views, because not repeat views. We're talking about 2 million individual views of the channel. And what we try to do is continue to do what we do. And that may not sound like a lot to a lot of people, but this is a niched channel. We talk about Jackson State sports. It's JSU centric. Of course, when our previous coaches in place, that the engagement was a lot higher, but now it's about sustaining it. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, Blue. Appreciate that. Lakita, Brother George, Desi, thank you. Appreciate you. You guys are the reason, though, man. You guys, everybody that's in the chat, everybody that's tuned in plays a part in that. Everybody does. So it's quite monumental, man. That's the type of stuff that we can now go in and talk and say, listen, we've had 2 million people look at, and now, you average anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 views per live stream. Man, hey, what kind of marketing is that? Can you go market something? You got a sponsor out there that want to market their product. We got a strong following. So if you want to rock with us going into the 2024 year, now the background is going to change in 2024. We're going to clean it up and do it all over again. And then we'll probably feature some sponsors, some different logos of those that want to add to what we're trying to do. And just imagine, it's only going to get greater. It only goes up from here because it has to be love driven. It can't be money driven. It has to be love driven. We go to work for money. This is for the love of it. And if we do it the right way, the money will come and we'll be able to be where we need to be when we need to be there for however long we need to be there. And we'll be able to do it because of so every membership, every person that's on this channel that is a member, thank you for your membership. Continue to support the channel. It's amazing, man. So that's pretty cool, man. I just thought that was really dope, because I was when you writing up, channel proposals and stuff like that, you have to give analytics and let people know what your reach is. And trust me, y'all, if we wanted to, we could go and act a fool. And this in no way is to know. I was just talking about how media works. For example, Cam Newton has a channel. He has over 1 million subscribers, on YouTube. The best video that he had to date is the 2 top videos he had was, like I said, was Charleston White and Christiana Rock, whatever her name is, the blue face chick, because it's kind of it's messy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not messy, but it's a lot of, there's some crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Oh yeah.
Yeah, look.
I'm an 83 Golden Class graduate and a former trumpet section leader of Sonny Boom and Simon. Ladies to know that the Boom represent. Man, oh yeah, Tournament of the Roses down the street from the crib, man.
I can't wait for that.
I was born in 1982.
This dude. So here's the thing I got to tell y'all. So, they're going to be in the Rose Bowl parade, Tournament of Roses parade, which is a big deal. But there's other things during the week.
Oh, it says 73. I'm sorry.
There are other things during the week that's leading up to the parade that the Sunday Boom media team will actually put content out on. Like, there's an actual performance they're going to have where they'll do a field show, believe it or not, during the week. You know, like there's a lot of other things for participating bands that typically you don't see. But now you'll have their content out. So they're gonna have a performance leading up to that. And they'll really get the boom could really display their full repertoire, you know what I'm saying, out in LA. And it's a recruiting visit as well while they're out there. And knowing that we have the showmanship that we have and just the style that we have, especially with the drummers during the parade, I can assure you, because the last time we went to California, we gave a legendary performance. So it's only right that the next time we go back, we do it again.
You got that right. So we had a request, special request from Tiger Talk. Some Boom, former Boom alums requested that we sit down with Dr. Roderick Little before. So, women killing on the media buzz. Okay. Yeah, so we can't make no promises, but we definitely gonna reach out. We're gonna definitely reach out. So I'll get with Corey tomorrow, and we're gonna try to sit down and actually what we're gonna try to do, we're not gonna stand in the way of if I interviewed Dr. Little, it would probably lack some substance because I'm not really familiar with band. I'm a band head. I love the music, but we have several. We for the Boom sessions. I know you guys watch the Boom session, but we can definitely see if they can have him on, and maybe we can hop on there. Maybe myself or D Corey C can probably be on there, and then that way it kind of add a little extra oomph to the interview. So we'll definitely try to make that happen. We actually got an interview coming up with Giselle Mitchell, football operations. She coming up down the pipe. She's doing some crazy dope work now. You know what I mean? Can't wait, man. So that'll be this week. Yeah, Austin. We're gonna try to sit down with him, and we've been working, man. We've been working. Austin tripped me out today. So I walked in the players' lounge, bro. This is strange though for me because I ain't used to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dog, I saw my face on several screens, bro. Different interviews they're playing. They're playing the Jalen Payne interview, me and Corey. Then they play the Kobe Powell interview on a different screen. Then I watched the document. I was like, God damn, if you didn't know me, you'd think that I was somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I like this though, because it's actually when players come in, it kind of give them a we've been really fortunate to the coach. Shout out to the coaching staff for having us be a part of the recruiting. This is new for us, and that's why when the coaches reach out and say, "Hey, are y'all gonna be able to make it?" We say, "Hell yeah, we gonna make it." You know why? Because it's about branding. It's about ingratiating every student athlete that comes through the door with the Tiger Talk Jackson State athletic experience, and we want to keep that growing. And what better way to do that than to continue to push the brand forward and try to do everything that we need to do. Silas Murray, welcome to the channel, brother. Thank you for being a channel member. Man, we appreciate that. Anybody that's out there that want to join as a channel member, whether it be bronze, silver, gold, or platinum, we appreciate that. If you'd like to become a channel member, just click the link in the description and click to join. If you do become a platinum member, we do have a platinum chat where we give. And listen, in the platinum chat, hit my email and we'll add you to it. ASVP in that thing. He be dropping some. Hey, look, we already done kind of seen the edit on the National Signing Day. We get some exclusives in the platinum chat, man. We get some perks. Get a few perks, man. You know what I'm saying? So come on over there and join us, though, man. And it's we're not trying to make it tax you for information. It's like you guys are investing in us in a greater level, and we just want to say thank you, and we try to give something back. And also what comes with the platinum membership is merch. We got some merch coming down the pipe, and it's not KC-1400 identified merch. We actually jumping into this NIL space, and we got some exclusive player merch coming down the pipe. So stay tuned. Just put an order in. I ain't gonna tell you with who, but whenever that drop, y'all will know. And we're working on hoodies. So platinum members get discounts off all merch. So it pays for itself. And he said, like what he said. But But yeah, man, no, but Dr. Little, we're definitely gonna try to reach out to him and have him join the show. What better way? This is monumental. Now, Austin may, hey, I don't know, man. We win that thing. We need to get him back on to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be different, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's different, man. We got it. We gotta win that. It's no way A&T winning that. No way. Savannah State or who was the other team in that? Savannah State and who else?
Edward Waters.
Oh wow, Savannah State versus. Is it a?
Wait a minute. Is it Savannah State?
I thought it was Savannah State.
I know it's Edward Waters.
Am I tripping? Is this Savannah? Y'all give us info.
I think you're confusing Edward Waters with Savannah State because of the orange.
Oh, my bad. Let me go back to the slide, bro. I thought I had. Y'all give me the four. Might have deleted it though. Yeah, your boy might have deleted it, dog.
I can pull it up. It is
Virginia State. My bad. Florida Memorial.
I see Edward Waters, Florida Memorial.
We both wrong. Virginia State. That's who it was.
Yeah,
I hadn't seen either one of their bands, so I don't know. There we go. Thank you, Jerome.
The Florida Memorial. I say Edward Waters, but yeah, Florida Memorial.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But before you go further, man, let me say this too, man. Man, look, shout out to you, man, putting the work in, doing all the interviews. But I gotta tell y'all, I don't think y'all understand and take advantage of what you guys are actually getting, because not just in the HBCU space, name any other entity, even on an FBS level, where you will have a school-run, school-run podcast or platform that's actually giving you guys recruitment content from recruits, like live in this session, like in real time, I should say, rather.
It's so cool. It's so
you're
cool.
You're not even, and mind you, this is implemented with their recruiting visits. No other platform is giving you this. You're not even getting this on Power 5 level, on a Power 5 level. You're not getting this at Ole Miss. You're not getting this at Mississippi State. You're not getting this at a lot of Power 5 programs. So no other FCS program is doing this. You're only getting this type of content from an HBCU right here from, you know what I'm saying, a Boulder City in Jackson, Mississippi. So understand, because I think sometimes it kind of goes, I don't think some people actually realize what's going on in real time. You're not getting what Tiger Talk is actually putting out nowhere.
I tell you, one level I do want to take it to, Zoe, and that is, it could be a little too invasive, though. The behind the scenes of kind of like what we see.
Yeah.
Because every coach that has a player that they recruiting, Zoe, the entire staff is there. Everybody there. Head coach, OC, DC, QB coach, D-line coach, linebacker coach, DB. The entire coaching staff was there. They're meeting the play. And this ain't nothing. And we're not talking like this doesn't happen at other schools. I don't know what these other schools do. I'm just telling you this is what Zoe and I used to do. What we used to do, bro, we used to basically just watch it from a outside looking in standpoint with the recruiting. We would get the names, we would go Google, we would go 247 Sports, and we'd just be nerds and just, love to talk recruits and stuff like that. But when you kind of see the OVs, I never went on an OV in my life. Even when I got offered a scholarship to play basketball in JUCO, I didn't go on the OVs, though. I just took the scholarship offer and just was like, all right, I'm going here, and I enrolled. Matter of fact, my coach came to my school, and I wound up signing with my teammates around me and stuff like that. That was pretty cool for the time that I was at, but I never went on an OV where I actually got flued out. You know what I'm saying? Got put up in a hotel, and the parents show up. Huh?
That was that flued out.
I ain't never got flued out now. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty cool to see when you see it like that, and then you come. And this is the cool part about it. So we're in the room. We got our setup, man. We got people walking by. This is what's so dope about that. when people at the hotel walking by, they like, damn, they got a whole production going on, bro. You follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, with that being said, when we walk out to the hallway, we get done with one recruit zone. Guess what? Guess who's standing down the hallway? That particular coach with that player that they're recruiting, and they're handing them off to us and they're introducing them.
Mm-hmm.
And what that does is it also continues to help us bring Tiger Talk within the coaching staff and have them appreciate how to better use us. Let me tell y'all, man, we got interviews on Sunday as well. But this is what's cool about it. So, we're on the itinerary now. So when we get the itinerary, it has they make a slot for media. It says Tiger Talk, KC-1400. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? But we may try to give y'all a little behind the scenes type. I just wish I could have just captured that and just kind of showed that. That would have been pretty dope. But to Zoe's point, man, we're doing some great stuff. What y'all talking about the Eagles, man? Who won? Who y'all got? Ronaldo. Really? I guess we ain't talking about nothing. So you said, let me see who y'all got on Sunday. It's all good, man. I'm like, what the hell is that? I keep seeing Eagles in the chat. I ain't know. I had to scroll up to figure out what we're talking about. But anyway, keep going, bro. I ain't mean.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, this is rare space, man, rare air. And again, we always talk about minimizing what's done at HBCUs, but again, we're at HBCU and no other LCS program is doing this. That content isn't there. So
we're gonna keep working to make the content better. I'm serious, man. I just
good.
Oh yeah, we good. I'm sitting up here just messing with Willis Patrick. I told him we coming. We're gonna sit down with him too. Don't be TCU on us, man. Don't get Brent. Nah, I'm just messing with him. This man said, I'm gonna get off the internet and then I'm gonna keep going. This man just said, bro, Dre is the GOAT of JSU Twitter, bro. I gotta meet you, Dre. I don't know who the hell Dre is, but I gotta meet him though. Dre, just come up to me one day and be like, hey, I'm Dre. I gotta meet this cat, man.
You're gonna have random people come to you tell you that they're Dre.
No, I don't. If you ain't Dre, don't come up to me. This man tweeted, Jesus, Jermaine Christ, 59-3 syndrome will not stop. Just, my gosh, man. That must be some fam you talk. EA, that's your cue. Go ahead and say your words, EA. Why I know you're looking. Celebration Bowl loading, man. What you got, man?
Howard. I think Howard might get it.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Man, look, I don't trust Musa.
Mm-hmm. Everybody going Howard. Are y'all rooting with your heart, or you going with your football acumen?
I think the difference is the trigger man. Howard got the better quarterback to me.
So you think Quinn Williams is better than Jeremy Musa?
Leading the team, yeah.
That's interesting. How much can we look into that? That whatchamacallit, that win over
North Carolina Central.
North Carolina Central. Yes.
I mean, quite a bit.
Was that an anomaly, bro?
Nah. You don't get no you don't get an ass whooping and call it an anomaly. That because that definitely was you can't get your ass whooped a blowout and call it a fluke. A fluke is, you went by a touchdown, you know what I'm saying? Good close game. They got two behind the woodshed. What's Kobe sign language? Built to ass. That's what it's no counter.
So Quinn Williams.
Yep.
58 rushes, 110. He got 5 touchdowns. So passing yards, he's about a 60% passer. 2,158 yards, 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. But the thing that you have to note with them, though, their running game.
Well, they're running offense. They're a run first team.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay. I mean, can they sustain the drive? You know, Eden James had a decent season, but Hunter, their running back, had 8 tugs. I mean, hey man, hey, listen, it just comes down to, can you be better than them on that day? I happen to think, fam, you're gonna win the Celebration Bowl. You know, I just don't. I'm not gonna rule out Howard. I wouldn't mind for Howard to. I don't know. You got to pick your poison. Do you want Jay Walker to have his day, or do you want FAMU to have theirs? It's kind of like, I wish both of them would. You know what I mean? Like, anyway. Yeah, they defense is something else. I watch FAMU, man, defense. I got to give it to him, man. General Hunt, Isaiah Major, the kid coming off the edge. I keep Dunn, I think is his name, Dunn Jr. Man, Bowler. I mean, they got a really good defense. And then even the young man that came over from Iowa State, the DB, I forgot his name. Don't really keep up with them like that, but they got a fast defense. Defense is the thing that gets them, you know. So we'll see. This is something that they definitely have to account for, though. You know, they've had a month to prepare. What does that do for Howard? This is the age-old, but how you start, it has a lot to do with it. You know what I mean? It could be. I said, I hope they tie. It's about time, fam. You won. Reported Minnesota mistake. Okay. But yeah, man, we'll see. On the same day that as the Celebration Bowl, you know, I definitely won't be out there, but I'm looking to. We got the Chris Paul HBCU Classic going on in Vegas, though, with Jackson State versus Howard versus North Carolina A&T. And who is Ja'Cory Barnes? Is the running back Ja'Cory Barnes still? From I have to go check that. I'm not sure, Nicholas. I can't say yay or nay, but we'll see. We'll see. Folks, don't get too sleepy. I'm gonna drop the link. If y'all got anything on your mind tonight, y'all come on up. If not, we ain't gonna be on much longer. We just wanted to come on and just kind of give you a little FaceTime, a little love tonight. But it's gonna be a short one. He said, I see some took head to our conversation. You think, bro? Yeah, they did, man. That is true. That is true. You ran into Jimmy Smith today. The legendary, should be Hall of Fame Jimmy Smith. The NFL got to stop hating on my boy. So who was that who got better stats than? Oh, if y'all don't think that Jimmy Smith should be in the Hall of Fame, go look at Jimmy Smith's stats and put them right next to Michael Irvin's stats. The playmaker, Michael Irvin, Dallas Cowboys, number 88. Go look at 88 stats and then go look at Jimmy Smith stats. All-time leading receiver for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Definitely should be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I think FAMU does have the better defense, but we're going to see. FAMU got a pretty good edge rusher. What's his name? I don't know his name. Blue, what's the name of the young man? I think he got an interesting name, bro. He got one of them long last names, I think. I'll watch the Celebration Bowl on my phone. If I'm where I need to be in time, I'll definitely watch it on TV. Anthony, not Dunn Jr. The Howard. Howard got a young man. Is he number 3? I think he's still there. Young man, I saw him playing against North Carolina Central, man. He's like one of the top edge rushers, I think. Or was that last year I'm thinking about? I think he's still there. There he is. Brokenberg. That's his name. I knew he had one of them old names, bro.
Good. Yeah, he is good.
Yeah, Brokenberg.
Yeah, he is good.
Yeah, man. He's solid, man. But they offense, they got some speed on offense, man. They just ran Prairie View looked like they ain't belong on the field with them. You know, it was just one of them things. Hell, we didn't look like we belonged on the field with them for the first half. We just came out and laid an egg, but it was their first game and our second game, but it's gonna be a different story next year, man. It'll be game number 7. So EA, you make sure you come on over to the Jack, man. Come on over, baby. We'll see what happens. So if ain't nobody got anything, man, we're gonna get ready to get up out this thing, y'all. We try to drop it open. If y'all got anything, I'll give you. We'll go to the 105 mark. Links open. If not, we're gonna let it be short tonight. Again, appreciate the new member of the channel tonight. It's worth it just to gain membership, man. You know, stay with us, stay locked in with us. We'll have a little bit more on Monday. We got a lot more work to do over the weekend. We got some stuff we're working on here before we get out of here. And hopefully I think we're gonna be getting some commitments though this weekend. I think we're gonna be getting some commitments this weekend. So be on the lookout. A couple of kids that we've sat down with, big time talented kids, man. We already expecting to reel them all in. So got some big stuff coming down the pipe this weekend. Game number 7 gonna be lit. Yeah. And it's right after a bye. So we get a whole bye week to prepare. Get your popcorn ready. They got to figure out who their quarterback gonna be. I don't think Willie going nowhere. I know people keep thinking, I don't think Willie going nowhere. I think Willie will be back. I think he gonna recruit, and they got to regroup. He'll get a quarterback out the portal, something like that. They'll be back strong. Fam, you ain't going nowhere no time soon. They're gonna be good for a while. You got to beat them though. So that's the expectation. But anywho, family, hey y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. We wanted to come on for a short period of time. Like I said, TD was out tonight with family duties. And as usual, man, we about to go holler at these graduates and see if I can go, you know, hang with them for a little bit. Zoe gonna go to sleep and do some rest. Hold on. Whoa. Nicholas Malachi. I almost closed out on you, bro. What you got? You're on mute.
Good evening, y'all. How y'all doing?
Doing good. What's happening, brother?
What's up? So I haven't been on too many times and stuff. I think it's been a while since I got on here.
Oh, but okay.
Just want to introduce myself. I am military and stuff. I did grow up around HBCU football. I'm originally from Albany, Georgia, so you know, okay. Yeah, go Rams, Golden Rams. The reason why I asked that question is so because I seen other people, you know, pushing, you know, JSU content and just seeing the running backs, a few of the running backs and people that have been signed to JSU come in and stuff. Jacory Barnes, he really like how hard he runs and stuff. I'm like, that was a steal. Something else I noticed is Ethan Terrell. So this is something I noticed from looking at film, like when HBCUs do sign quarterbacks and stuff. Something I noticed about Ethan Terrell's film compared to other people's quarterbacks that they sign is he's throwing a lot of out routes and comeback routes. And what that tells me is he's pretty accurate, because if you notice when other people, when other schools in the HBCU world, when they do sign quarterbacks, the only thing you ever see is deep passes on their film. Deep passes, touchdowns. You never see, can you throw the out? Can you throw the out route? Can you throw the comeback route? Can you throw the 10-yard hitch? I'm noticing, I'm like, it's not a lot of his film, his highlights and film. It's not a lot of, you know, glitz and glamour. But something that I noticed, I'm like, oh, he accurate, so he can throw that hitch route. He can throw that comeback route. I'm saying he's actually pretty, you know, from what I'm seeing and stuff, he's actually pretty good, and and stuff, because that's something that you won't have to worry about. You won't have to worry about the little things and stuff. If everybody know, black quarterbacks and stuff, we know we can hit the long touchdown. We know we can throw the deep ball, but can we work on the small stuff? Can we throw that 5-yard hitch? Can we throw that 12-yard comeback route? Can we can we throw that pass that keeps that third and 8 from being a 4 and 8 and a punt?
That's a great
That's
point,
what
man.
I seen from Ethan Terrell's film. I said, oh, okay. So y'all don't even have to worry about can he do that and stuff. We just need to see work on the deep ball, in my opinion.
I had a conversation with him tonight. It was really cool. He's been starting varsity, man, since his sophomore year, which is cool. And then two, he broke the actual wins record at Louisville, his high school. And that's a great point because that out route is a pick six route. If you can't throw it, if your timing is off and the DB is reading it, you can definitely put the ball in harm's way if you're not accurate. I think the thing with him that I'm excited about, Ethan will enroll in January. So you can put him into your strength and conditioning program. Zoe mentioned earlier talking about injuries. Man, anything can happen in a game. You know what I mean? His former teammate, high school teammate, Quay Davis, starting at left tackle now because, we find ourselves in a situation where we wasn't getting the production that we needed, and the coaches went to him. Man,
yeah, I seen when it happened and stuff, and when they put Quay Davis in at left tackle, he took off from there.
And we got two of his other offensive linemen, and that we're trying to reel in. He had a really good offensive line, and he's doing a really good job of trying to recruit them here. And that camaraderie. I mean, the thing with Ethan that I think is going to be to take him to the next level is going to be strength and conditioning. Get him in. He got to grow up. He's a 18-year-old. He'll be in college just like Bruce did, Bruce Batman Mitchell, and he can still go to his senior prom. You know what I'm saying? So get him in the program, get him in the strength and conditioning, and just kind of, the expectation to me, the expectation is for him not to play right away. But if he win the job, he win the job. You know what I mean? So that's not to say he won't go in and light him up. But he spoke really highly of Coach Quinn Billiman, QB coach. Love him, absolutely love the coach, and that's a good thing. But I think the leadership piece is there. But then you have, I think he's a talent that's going to push everybody in the room. You know what I'm saying? When you got that young star coming in that can make all the throws. I think he's going to help Jacoby and help the other quarterbacks in the room, Zai, as well as them help him. You know what I mean? So save for your football tickets now. Yeah, so I love the kid, man. I mean, what a great talent to bring in. That's a legacy kid that you don't have to worry about. There you go. There you go, Blue. That's a great point. I mean, but you never can tell. Injury here, injury there. And we can't say that it won't happen because it happened this year. And that's not to say, injuries happen. I said, hell, for all we know, Ethan can be thrust in a game and be our quarterback in game 4. You just don't know. It's just football just goes that way. I think we all think that when we go into the season, 15 is going to be behind the center, period, point blank. But what I've seen from him, I absolutely love his film. One thing I'll add, and I'll let you go, I absolutely love he keeps his eyes down the field. Even when he's trying to elude the rush, he's not trying to look to run. He can run, but he's looking. He keeps his eyes down the field to try to make the throw. But he can run though. Zoe asked me how tall he was. I give him a legit 6'2". You know what I mean? 6'2". The weight 6'2", 6'3", easily. You know what I mean? And he's a tall kid, man. But once he get in that strength and conditioning, he get them grown man bones, like my dad say, he's gonna be a problem, man, for real.
Do you know? Was he 3'8", 4'8", 5'8", 6'8"?
6'8".
6'8".
6'8". They lost in the first round to Allen. You know about Allen. Kyler Murray home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So 6'8" and stuff. Yeah. So he's legit.
Yep.
So something else I will say. Jackson State did great on upgrading offensive line with the O-line that they just brought in and stuff.
If we can land the other ones that you don't see yet, I mean to cut you off, you're gonna be even more impressed. Keep going.
Yeah, but just looking at the O-lineman that they did bring in, they just brought in and stuff. I'm like, it's gonna be some great competition. what surprised me about the 7-4 season, in my eyes, it's still a 9-2 team. And the only reason why I say that, because it isn't like you got skull, like people like, well, JSU finished 7-4. It ain't like you got skull drugged.
Yeah, we felt underwhelmed. Like we let them get away.
You scored their 28 points, then you shut them down for the rest of the game. Then Alabama State, let's just be real. If JSU held on to the ball and stuff, that game is over with. That's a W. In the Alcorn State game and stuff, they barely skated by. I still don't see how you call a flag on somebody, on a running back stiff arming somebody, but hey, it is what it is. I'm like, this team is it's really not far from going back to the SWAC championship and actually complete for a celebration bowl. People might say, "Oh, you crazy?" No,
we say that because that's why I said roster retention is so important for us at the level that we're at. Let me ask you this, though. So I saw this. I'm seeing this a lot on Twitter, and people are saying that HBCU coaches are going to have to embrace the fact that we're going to probably be recruiting kids out of high school that you're going to run risk of losing at a later part of time. You develop them in the big schools. If they perform well, they come snatch them up. In other words, like glorified JUCOs. That's really technically always been that way. You do know that if you was an FCS player and you went to D1, I think under the old transfer rules, I think you still had to sit out. But if you drop down, you could play immediately. But the thing about it, what I'll say is that ain't going nowhere. But the coaches that embrace it the best and create a system that works with them to still recruit and take advantage of the JUCOs and the bounce backs, like Shaw and I talked about, you'll be good in this era. You'll be good.
All right. Just 2 more things before I go. So being that we got 1,000 people in the portal and stuff, don't mean talk y'all head off and stuff. What key positions on the JSU roster that you want to see the coaches hit? And when I mean hit heavy. And the second question is there a possibility? What if we end up getting, not saying that this is bad, but what if we end up bringing in another quarterback also, and what if we end up signing, let's say, a 4-star running back that was disregarded by these big FBS schools?
This is the thing. To your first question, 2 positions, linebacker and edge, period. The reason I say that is because we got to get to the quarterback. Number 2, the number 1 position is linebacker. We got to get better linebacker play. Peppers had a good year, but we were a little thin in production. KJ had a decent year, but linebacker and to say that though, they are hitting it pretty hard. They hitting it. They jump. They head first in the linebackers. Coach Taekwon Hammock is working, man, along with the defensive coordinator. I actually met linebacker today, JUCO kid. I really like him a lot. I think we got a really good chance of getting him. We actually got another kid from group of 5 linebacker that we're going to be hosting this weekend as well. That is actually trending to possibly land them. And the reality of the matter is that and edge rusher are the 2 positions I would say. One position I would add to that, though, is cornerback. You know, I would add another corner. You lose Jaheim Hazel, you're losing a lot of production. 3 interceptions on the season, but 3 or 4 interceptions on the season. But just a great cover corner, you know. K5 went down. We're looking for the Narik Sharp and Bruce Batman Mitchell to emerge. Those are the young kids that are probably going to be getting some play this year. But corner, definitely some corners, which we've definitely been recruiting. You want to see that room get stronger. I am not opposed. Actually, from a quarterback standpoint, we actually have offered other quarterbacks. We offered Tim Carpenter out of Trotman High School, Dayton, Ohio. He was actually committed to Indiana. We also got another kid that we were recruiting from there that I think we got a good chance of getting, one of their best players. We offered a young man, local kid from Clinton High School, the young man that's a quarterback here locally in the town. So I expect to have 4, possibly 5 quarterbacks in the room. You still want to bring them in. I don't know if we're going to bring a mid-year quarterback in because of the fact that you have 2 that you're comfortable with. But I think this is a great opportunity to bring in some youth, you know what I mean, and kind of set your floor there. And despite the running back room being as good as we think it is, if you can land a home run at a running back, coach is going to pass up an opportunity to upgrade their room, even though it may not be a need. You get what I'm saying? It just kind of is what it is. I think the offensive line improvement is going to be even greater. We may even lose an offensive line or 2 that we're not even thinking about. That may decide that they want to hit the portal. We don't know. But what I will say is that they got a really good grasp of their roster. In the conversations I had today with the coaches and seeing their recruiting efforts, the coaches know who's leaving and who's staying. It's impressive, man. I'm telling you, talking to TC, when I say they not worried, man. They not worried because their mindset, they like, look, bro, we had a great recruiting class last year, and we were right there. We a few tweaks here and there. If somebody decide they want to leave, we're going to go get something better than what they're not looking to replace anything that leaves. They're looking to replace it on a higher level. They want to out recruit the room because you have to. With a 7-4 team, you have to out recruit your room. And that's why you go and you touch base because you're losing your seniors. They're out of eligibility. But now you can't. You got to go sit down with a Savin McGee and, hey, say, look, Savin can light the SWAC up next year. Yeah, you say what you want to say, but Savin was hurt the majority of the season. And the coaches know that. He knows that. So you want Savin to come back healthy. I don't have a problem with a kid trying to figure out what he want to do. And he's from New York, you know what I mean, and way down in Jackson, Mississippi. And it's a change. And then, too, you go through some adversity. He lost his close friend during the season and stuff like that. Like, I'm very understanding of all of that. But then again, it's like, let's be real when you're talking about what we got from him wasn't nearly on the level of the expectation that he has for himself. And that's because he was already hobbled from the beginning of the season. I was at the practice when he went down. I thought he was done for the season. I didn't even think we were going to see him. But at the same time, he was able to shake back. And we all know that kid that's a 4.3, 4.4 kid. So when you run around with a big gigantic knee brace, you're not going to be as fast as you want to be. I don't care. And he was catching touchdowns with that brace. But what happens, though, like I said, you start pressing. You start trying to – your mind is telling you should be doing more than what your body is. And what happens is you start pressing, and that's when the little small details tend to suffer a little bit. So I just think, you get him back, that makes Jack State offense greater. So the wide receiver room is still awesome. We got some dope wide receiver commits coming back. The emergence of Kobe Paul, Fabian McCray, Isaiah Spencer, Isaiah Kendall. You know what I mean? Talent that we haven't even seen hit the field is there in that room. Jency Riley gets healthy at tight end. Hayden Hagler returns. You got a healthy running back room, a healthy QB room, a robust offensive line. Now you go Jonas Fortilli, no doubt about it. SWAC TO. Now you give your offensive again.
Who SWAC TO?
Jonas Fortilli, number 16. That's what Zoe called him.
Oh, okay. Someone else. I always want to know who he was talking about when he said SWAC TO.
Yeah. So my point is, on offense, you just need to now you give your offensive coordinator and your coach another second season to come together and iron out the mistakes that was made in year one. You fix the offense, you know what I'm saying, and you Jacobian goes in and balls out. Now, the reality of the matter is offense sells tickets, but guess what? You called it. Defense win championships, bro. You winning the SWAC. They ain't winning the SWAC because Musa is a world beater. They're winning the SWAC because that defense is for real. You get what I'm saying? Period, point blank. Now, Musa is solid. He's serviceable. But even those that even family, you would admit that, hey, man, I said a healthy running back room. I didn't want to list everybody because you got Mulligan potentially returning. We're still waiting on his announcement, right?
So I don't mean to cut you off, but what are the coaches in the SWAC have, been fired and stuff, if you don't mind me asking?
So you got Texas Southern walked away from Clarence McKinney. You got Southern fired Eric Dooley. You got
I know about that one.
You got Grambling fired Hugh Jackson. So that's just 3 that's over on that side. Somebody else leaving? Is somebody else leaving?
Alabama State still got their coach, right?
Yeah, Alabama State still in place. Alabama A&M still in place. Bethune-Cookman just hired Raymond Wood. He got hired last year, so he's intact. TC's intact. Kendrick Wade still intact that we know of. Alonzo Hampton at UAPB still intact. He was a first-year coach. I think that's about it. The shuffling is on the west side. There's some rumblings about Fred McNair potentially leaving Alcorn. I don't think he's leaving. I think he's gonna get his bag. You know what I'm saying?
But if it did happen, because I heard about it too, him going to Texas. So anything can happen.
Hey, that'd be cool, man. Wouldn't that be fun? I think it'd be fun for the SWAC.
No, it'll be fun for the SWAC because here's the thing: it'll force Alcorn to rethink their situation. Okay, snap, Fred McNair gone, the McNair brother, one of the McNair brothers, he gone. Okay, what we gonna do? We gotta hire somebody. We gotta plan around this and stuff, and it'll be fun for Texas Southern because I would love to see.
Man, you put McNair.
I would love to see who he would bring in at quarterback.
Oh, man, you put McNair in Houston, bro. McNair's a great coach, man. He's a solid coach. He doesn't get outside himself. But you know what? To Alcorn, they and this is from speaking with their own alums, man. You got to support whoever you bring in. You got to support your coaches, man. I saw something today talking about Washington. I saw ASVP Austin shouted it out. They asked about why is Washington having such success in football right now. They said because they invested in their brand. Teams you got to invest in sports. That's one thing A.D. Robinson does a phenomenal job, man, of investing into the programs and making sure his coaches and student athletes got what they need and and everything. So I'm telling you, man, when you got a good athletic director, you got a good administration that's in harmony, and you giving your coaches what they need to be successful, then the rest is on them then. But when you got the likes of a winning coach who's won he's won several SWAC championships and Eastern Division titles, and Deion Sanders showed up and kind of dominated the SWAC for 2 seasons, and now Willie Simmons is hot right now. I mean, it kind of is what it is, The Alcorn was right there though, and FAMU was sweating because FAMU didn't want to see Alcorn in the SWAC championship. That's to their own admission. But if Prairie View, if they don't lose that Texas Southern game, Alcorn is going to Tallahassee, and we don't know what happens. You follow what I'm saying? That's a different ball game but that's neither here nor there. Fred McNair potentially going to Southern. I don't think he's going to Texas Southern. But I do like Texas Southern's candidate pool. I like Jerry Mack, the potential Jerry Mack coming back to the SWAC. Well, not coming back to the SWAC, but coaching in the SWAC. There's some rumblings of Ed Reed potentially going to Grambling with Mickey Joseph interviewing.
I love to see Ed Reed at Grambling.
Ed Reed fits Grambling. I think some people still just kind of out on him because of the outburst, but he did apologize. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that one, but I do know this is what I do know. Ed Reed at Grambling fits, man. It fits like a hand in the glove. His family's alums of Grambling. He's from down that way. He's going to in Louisiana. He's going to recruit his ass off in Louisiana.
Yeah, and that's my thing, the recruit and all those defensive players that run through Louisiana. And funny thing is, funny but true story. When I went to basic training, my senior drill sergeant, him and Ed Reed was actually teammates on track and stuff in high school. We didn't believe him until he showed us a picture and stuff. But yeah,
man, listen, if they put him in over there, man, it fits. He's a rugged dude, man. Y'all saw how I'll say it like this right here. I am a huge fan of Ed Reed, the football player.
Yeah,
I'm not. I don't get into personalities when I'm looking at the game and the players of the game. I just watch the game. I was a fan. You know, Ray Lewis is my favorite defensive player ever. I was a linebacker. I loved Ray Lewis, man, and he was on that team. I separate that. You know what I mean? I enjoyed the Hall of Fame speech, but I did not enjoy what happened last year. I don't like the constant Jackson State being brought up. I kind of want us to stay out of that, but I do feel like them hiring him is only it's going to rehash all of that, and we trying to move on. You know what I'm saying? Like with the interview, but it is what it is. If he come in, we trying to go kick his butt. You know what I'm saying? Because we go to Grambling next year, and I think, damn boy, they hire him, man, with this portal popping the way that it is.
Yeah,
man, I think he gonna round up a lot of talent real quick.
Yeah, he gonna round up a lot of talent. And thing that I like and stuff. What I seen in the last 2 years and stuff. I'm just happy. I'm happy about HBCU football and stuff because growing up seeing it and it not getting the respect that it, you know, HBCU football and HBCU schools not getting the respect that they deserve and stuff. Like me, people thought when I was, you know, growing up stuff, people thought I was crazy and stuff because I love Albany State over Georgia. I don't care about Georgia.
Yeah,
I can't care about somebody. And this, no offense, I can't care about somebody that will hoop and holler when I play running back, but when I want to play quarterback and stuff, they be turned. If the proof is in the pudding, Nick Marshall and Justin Fields, and I can keep going. how many quarterbacks they let leave my state?
Yeah, that's a good point, man. Hey, hey, when you right, you right. You know what I'm saying?
I know how Georgia get down and stuff. And people, my family, they don't like me for it. Dude, I don't care. I don't care. They love watching you play running back, wide receiver. Look at that boy out there. But as soon as you want to be the leader, we can't have that. You got to look.
Let me ask you this: what position did Troy Polamalu play? Did he play free safety?
He played free safety.
It's a little debatable, man. Up, bro. You come in right at the right time. He a Broncos fan, so he used to seeing them Ravens and them Steelers on the side of the ball. But Troy Polamalu got something to say. Well, it's a lot of free safety. Rod Woodson. I know Woodson ain't the greatest. Steve Atwater was probably the hardest hitting.
Did John Lynch play free safety or strong safety?
John Lynch was he strong safety?
Yeah, him and Steve Atwater.
Okay, Troy played strong. Okay, all right. Okay, I get Reed the greatest free. I rock with it. Okay. I was wondering. So he was strong safety. Okay, thank you. Thank you for correcting me. Appreciate that, Justin. Troy with the truth. Run it lot. Hey, we can have a whole show on the greatest NFL players of all time in different positions. Running lot. See, we're getting a lot of running lot. Oh, hey, Reed with that dude, man. Instant offense. I like that. Oh, boy, I thought I was going to get the hell out of here.
Oh, snap, it's Kobe.
Kobe in there, Mr. Belt to ass himself has shown.
South Carolina State's finest.
Hey, but before y'all go, I got to let T Dizzle get on in this thing and greet the people, man. How did everything go tonight, bro?
Fabulous. Good evening, Tiger Nation. How y'all doing? What's up, Mr. Nicholas? What's up, Kobe?
What's going on, bro?
You got it, man. Hey, man, you got it. Hey, but you know what, Ken? What safety got the most memorable play?
Atwater?
You better know it.
Hey, he was the hardest hitting. He was a hard hit something bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? Atwater made you rethink. Well, he come from the what's my name? I'm a Raiders fan. Well, you know, come on, man. You know, y'all know who was that killer back there. What the hell was his damn name? Now, I'm gonna tell you who could have been. Rest in peace to, you know, I'm getting old, man.
What up, Austin? KSVP in the house.
Jack Tatum.
Oh,
that's him. Jack Tatum. That's him. All right, keep going. But Sean Taylor was that dude. You know, his life got cut way too short, man.
For sure. Hey, what's going on?
We were just chopping it up, man. Brother Nicholas popped up here, man, and got this thing fired back up. I appreciate it, man. You came with it tonight, man. You're welcome to come up anytime, bro. We love talking that football talk, man. He actually had a lot of good questions.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I really do. Also, Kobe, real quick. So now I wanted to tell you and stuff. the quarterback that y'all had backing up. Who was your starting quarterback again? I forgot his name.
Corey Fields.
Yeah.
Yeah, Corey Fields. The new one, the one y'all got backing up. Corey Fields and stuff. Him, yeah, old dude. He the truth.
Oh, Andre Washington, yeah, man.
Washington, truth.
I've been advocating for him since he committed, but you know, Pew been loyal to Corey, so that's over with now.
Is Chennisberry bringing his quarterback from Benedict with him?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm
It is a baller, man.
I still think Washington better than him.
Okay, all right.
Look, I only saw one game of him. That second round matchup versus Lenore Ryan. I like what he can do. Don't get me wrong.
Is he D1?
I want him to come in, and I want him and Andre to battle it out. I don't mind either one of them at that quarterback one spot.
But let's say he went to starting job. Do you see Washington transferring, leaving?
Yeah,
because that's a lot of talent to be sitting on the bench. Ain't that kid 6'5", 235?
He is 6'4", not 235, but I think he in his 220s, and he runs a 4.4.
He almost there.
Yeah,
That's a big boy, man.
yeah,
hey,
man.
Do you get your running back? Does Shennis go back and get 22 and say, "Hey, look here, player, I need you to get up out that portal, man"?
Hey, we thought for a small chance that we could, and then we saw Oregon State and the Gamecocks offering him. He ain't coming back, man. He ain't coming back. And you know what the crazy thing is, Ken?
What's that?
Me and Tuck, man. Ever since that Howard game when he almost hit 300 yards, every big play, every game, you know what we said after every play? That boy ain't gonna be here. I said that boy going at the next year. We'll look at each other and say going at the next year.
That may be true unless you know, I would say before he signs with South Carolina State or Oregon State, whatever, I'll see who they bringing in at the running back position, because whoever they bringing out of high school or also whoever they get from the portal and stuff, that'll make me rethink my situation. That's just me.
But you know, like, this is a very exciting time for him, man. He went from almost not playing college football at all until Coach Pugh gave him a shot. That now he got some of the biggest schools in the country offering him. So you know, I hope he's going about this the right way. But he really
from South Carolina.
He's really excited.
He from South Carolina.
He from North Carolina.
Man, the Carolinas got a lot of talent, man. We appreciate the wide receiver, by the way, man. Mr. Mulligan. Cousin of Earl Mulligan, man. We appreciate that, dog. We love our Buford Tigers, man. We love them.
Hey, Jackson say just stay in your backyard.
Hold on, man. We got another one, kid.
Wide receiver KJ Chisholm.
Y'all knew where Buford, South Carolina was. I'm like, man, what?
Listen, this is what's crazy. Let me tell you something about South Carolina, and I know you rock with this because that's your home state, man. And a lot of kids come out of that area, man, and they may not have the stars like people be, obsessed with stars. But if you look at them offers, man, KJ had some outstanding offers, man. App State, he was actually supposed to go to Appalachian State, but he committed to Jackson State, and he had some. I'm talking about some rock solid offers, man. They call it Low Country. Yeah, man.
Yep.
Hey, man, they got some dogs over there, bro, and everything that it embodies that. Hell, if I shake Tuck's hand again, he might break my damn finger. Tuck, the harder handshaking, Tuck. Hey, look, man. Tuck. Hey, man. I felt like Tuck was trying to test me a little bit, man. He shook my head so hard. But no, man, they got a lot of talent over there, man. And I was happy to that we get him in the fold. I think when you have family, that's one thing the coaches have done a really good job of, man, is really trying to build on teammates, family members. If they got talent in that pool, try to just continue that pipeline going on, man. So gotta love that.
I give Coach O so much credit, man, because usually when scouts come to South Carolina, they hit that upstate area. And that low country area is really reserved for FCS schools and stuff like that. So but it's so much talent down there that's just untapped. So the fact that Coach O knew to come to Beaufort County to get Irv, then Jaheim, and now old boy from Well Branch, that's just genius on his part.
if I don't say nothing, I'll be doing my hometown and where I'm from a disservice. But I would love for Jackson State to recruit the 229 area heavy, very heavy in Georgia.
Okay. What part of Georgia? Albany, right?
So Albany, so the 229 is made up of, you got Albany, Sylvester, Georgia. Albany has Westover, and all these schools are predominantly black kids. If you don't know anything about Westover, a few years ago, back in 2014, 2015, they had the #1 person in the nation, Trent Thompson. We played against him and stuff. Oh yeah, I know my football. Then you got Westover, you got Monroe, who played for Monroe, Deion Branch.
Valdosta. Okay.
Then you got Westover, Monroe, Albany High. You got Albany High. You got Doherty County. Doherty had a running back go to FSU.
Man, you know what you're proving right now? You're proving Zoe right. I know he got sleepy on us because he on the East Coast just like you and Kobe. But man, he has always said Georgia is the most talented state in the union right now. As far as
and these kids are like, when I tell you that I come from the 229, these kids are hungry.
Hey, it sounds like how you sound right now.
They hungry.
Sound like you hungry.
No. I love it, bro.
Because I played at Worth County. Worth County, we was the #1 team in the state for rushing. We were at the wing team. We had 3 running backs. 3 running backs averaged 1,000 yards and multiple touchdowns.
Damn. Hey man, we looking for some dogs. Now I say this though, we had a kid from Creekside I interviewed today. Now I know that's Atlanta area, but we got one of his teammates coming, and he actually leaked another name. We was like, oh, who? He said we coming, not the Colorado side of it, but he was like, yeah, we coming. Then we like, wait a minute,
and that's the Atlanta. Yeah, and that's the Atlanta part. Yeah, you got the Atlanta part, like you got Stockbridge, Buford is big. Anybody out of Stockbridge, Buford, the Atlanta, the outside of Atlanta and stuff, I recruit, but the 229 is heavy. I'm gonna tell you where I would love TC Taylor to hit heavy at, and nobody ain't gonna say nothing. Colquitt County had a tight end go to FSU. I'm telling y'all.
Hey, I need to tell the coaches that because this is
because nobody is hitting the 229 and stuff. Everybody like, oh, I'm not gonna go down there. Them boys are home.
This is why I'm gonna say it though, because I just talked to our O-line coach today. He said they're gonna be doing house visits in Atlanta this week, so they're gonna be in the DA.
And Nicholas,
yes, sir.
Is there a particular reason why people ain't hitting that area? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Do you have to bring your crew with you? I mean, you got to bring your crew with you. I mean, what's the deal?
So I'm gonna say this.
Some boys in the hood. I mean, what's up?
Yeah, so I'm gonna say this. So for Albany and stuff, yeah, stay strapped. That's just me. I'm being honest.
Yeah. I mean, but you're right though.
That's Jackson though. That's Jacktown right there. That's
right. I mean, we gotta need to know what we're dealing with. That's all. I mean, scared. It just,
Yeah, no, I know y'all ain't scared. But the thing about Albany, it's just certain places. It's certain places in Albany. You got to be aware of your surroundings. But to me, that's everywhere and stuff. Because at the end of the day and stuff, me and stuff. If you don't want to meet them at the house and stuff, they live in the rural area. Just tell them to come to the Albany Mall and let's sit down and eat and talk.
Hey, he giving you the game. I love it.
I'm telling you, literally. Hey, let's meet at the mall. Let's meet at the mall and stuff. Come to the mall. Let's sit down and talk. Let's have something to eat. There's Panera bread around there.
Well, look, Nick. Let me ask you this, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Is there one lead trapper that we can talk to and be like, hey, bro,
TD
escort us through the hood?
Hey, TD talking 119-ish like that. You know what?
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yo, big yo.
Hey, we coming down there, baby. We need
coming down. Can y'all, have a cease for a minute? Let's come through and holler at this boy. You know what I'm saying? That's
and the only reason why I'm saying this right now still because I know I feel this way. There's plenty. I want people to get the opportunity that I didn't get. That's the reason why I'm speaking about the 229, because the thing is, if you know Colquitt County, Alcorn just got a quarterback out of Tifton, Georgia. Oh, they ain't talking about that. They silent about that. And Tifton is 6A. I remember we was 4A. We used to have to go and play 6A schools like Lee County.
Yeah.
Lee County. If you don't believe me how good Lee County is, Lee County had Jamie Robertson that came from FSU. You can look him up. He used to play for Chris County. He went from Chris County. Oh, Lord. I know it all. No, they ain't going to talk about the 229. No, the 229 got dogs at. I'm going to tell you what we need to do, dogs at.
I need to connect you with the coaches, brother. The hell with all that other stuff. You need to talk to them. Because I like your energy. Like, look, on the phone, baby.
I want these boys to get. I want them boys in the 229 to get away from away. How
many years of eligibility you got left, player?
Huh?
What was this you play? How many years you got left?
No. He recruiting now, dog. He recruiting.
No, I have a career. I'm in the military and stuff, but coming from the 229 and stuff, I just want I want them to have opportunities that I didn't have. Yeah, I want to see a bunch of them thinking, oh, I didn't, because a lot of them had this mentality. Oh, well, Georgia ain't looking at me, or Tennessee ain't looking at me, or the SEC, the ACC. Bump them. I said it. Play for your people.
There you go. I love it, bro.
There's so many. I don't see so many 1,000-yard running backs that didn't even get signed or anything, and that bothers me.
But look, Nick,
Lee County is where Baron Hobson came from, bro. That is right. Baron Hobson came from Lee County. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, but Nick, you guys was talking about something before I came on screen. To kind of add on to what you're saying. Far as if we go out and recruit those players that no one, dare to go meet at the mall or go talk to, Big Yayo to go through the hood to the trap to get those guys, and then you put in all that work, and then they go out there and dominate on the field. There's about to come pluck them up. What I want to say about that, and I said that to allude to add to what you guys were saying. The way that you combat that to the best of your ability is win, dominate your conference, go to these championship games, with those players that you're getting, win some of these big LCS games, win the conference championship as well as the Celebration Bowl, put a lot of your players in these different bowls, Shrine Bowls, Legacy Bowl, NFL PA Bowl, and let those players make it to the next level. And then your program solidifies itself as being a pathway to get there, and that you don't need to, just go on a bigger stage in order to make it. So you have to take what you got, and use it to the best of your ability, the best of their ability, and keep that pipeline going and get those guys to the next level. And then once your school is established as being a pipeline to the next level, then hey, you solidify yourself. So that's that's one of the only ways, because we don't fight with them with the bag. Period. So let's just win. That's all you take. Al Davis, baby.
Man, I'm telling you.
I understand. But my apologies for having, all this energy and
Hell no. Let me stop you now. Don't you apologize for that.
Right.
This energy. I was about to get off. I'm like, hey man, I need somebody to come up. Boy, you was right. You was just what the doctor ordered. Shit, I'm up now. I'm ready to roll. You think I'm guessing? See, I'm not laughing. I'm dead serious. I'm gonna literally take this conversation and I'm gonna go talk to Coach O and the coaches and say we need to get the Colquitt County.
Colquitt. I'm gonna say Colquitt, Tifton, Valdosta. Oh, Adel. Oh Lord, Adel.
Drop that email address, Ken.
TD, you would think. Hey, shoot me an email, big dog, and what I'll do is give me a list. And man, listen, they might. If it's in a good radius, the coaches go down there and get the hunting. We hunting for some dogs, baby.
Hey,
we coming. Kobe, hey Kobe, this ain't for South Carolina State. This for
yeah, South Carolina State. Y'all stay out of the 229.
Hey, look,
now,
fam, you might ease up there too now, because you know they close.
Hey, they're gonna be rubbing. They're gonna be Birdman rubbing their hands. Oh, Valdosta got 2 schools. Oh my goodness. Albany got 4. Oh, be all up in there.
No,
big
man,
old, probably have a big old truck sitting on 26s with a South Carolina State flag on the back. Who that?
Hey, Nick
Let me
Flash.
say this real quick. This is the thing that really helps, like HBCUs though, like folks who really know the landscape, that really want to see that. It's usually come from a community effort. One thing that the coaches have done a good job of, I had an alum hit me up, sent me a kid from a high school. I don't want to say the name of the high school because he's kind of under the radar right now. He's a 3-star kid, undersized edge rusher, and he killing it in a big-time state, right? He a 2025 recruit. Man, I sent that info to Coach O, man. Coach O followed back up and said, man, we just watched his tape as a staff. Like the whole staff was sitting down watching the film like, oh, yeah, we finna go after him. So what I'm saying is when we send them something, we don't just send them just a bunch of stuff just to fill their inbox up. We really do our homework, vet it, and be like, Coach, this is one, what you think, you know what I mean? Da-da-da-da. And they'll go look. And that's what I love about it. So my point is you represent a great, aspect of what HBCU recruiting looks like, because you got alums and now listen, everybody want their cousin and everybody to get recruited, but they got to be some dogs, man. We ain't trying to, if FSU don't want them, we don't want them. I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just saying, like, Jack State want top tier talent too, but they may not, to your point, they may be under the radar, but they dogs. Like you said, 3,000 yard rushes in the same school, ain't nobody really coming to see about them. Hey man, Jackson State pull up. Trust me, they know about Jackson State because I bet they knew about Prime, and Prime was there, so they know about us. We coming.
Yeah, and this was back in 2015 when we did this. We ran the wing T, but yeah, we had 3,000 yard rushers, 3 of them.
Hey, but Nick, check this out, man. Since you speaking on this and we live and a lot of people watching from all over the different places. Hey, just that big yayo and them know if somebody roll up and they ain't got that J, they can't come in. If they got an SC with light blue and maroon on, nah, man, you turn them boys around and put them themselves another way, man.
Hey, that's a good one, TD.
But definitely, if y'all can post the email back up, I'll send you all the counties that y'all need to look into and stuff. Because at the end of the day, just because whether a person have 2 stars, 3 stars, or no stars and stuff, you're gonna find some people that's gonna shock you. Like, you got nobody looking at you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep you in my back pocket. Kobe over there smiling. He like South Carolina. He gonna run back to South Carolina State.
I ain't doing what you mean.
He gonna run back to South Carolina State. Be like, hey, y'all need to go around the 229 area.
Hey, Nick, make sure that J is legit. If it's not the J with the state, they can't come in, player. Them keep riding.
I'm on email Mr. Ken all the counties and stuff in the 229 area.
I mean, make sure your contact information on it too, bro.
Too easy.
All right. Cole, what you got going on, man? You happy about your new coach, though? What you can't talk about? Go on, brag. Let me hear you. Go on, brag.
Hey, I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it, man. You saw Twitter. I may have went a little overboard with these.
I've been cutting up since the announcement, man. I knew.
I was having a bad day man.
When Kobe played that, you niggas in trouble. I said he ain't cutting up, man.
Hey, well, we got to deal with y'all for another until we run across y'all Celebration Bowl or something, huh? We ain't got your own schedule no more.
No, nah. I actually saw like the first few games of the schedule last year. That's why I was like, all right, let me chill out a little bit with the talking because I don't like how brutal it looked.
So go ahead and express your excitement. What is it about Coach Berry? They got you 3 of them. I mean, you know, the name just kind of popped up on my radar within the last few weeks when they was talking about Southern was talking about getting, you know, go ahead and give your spiel on why you feel that, you know why everybody's so interested in why you so interested in why you feel like y'all got the man.
He's a player's coach, man.
Okay.
He's the guy who can really relate to those kids and get them fired up. That man, much like Pugh, can really get you to run through a brick wall for him. Okay, his staff on top of that, they just young guys with a lot of knowledge of the game, and they're very innovative. All right, but they still respect tradition, and that's what they're gonna bring to South Carolina State. Which is why I'm glad Pugh took his time to really zeroed in on Berry to try to get him to South Carolina State. Man, he really cared about that program enough to keep Berry in state. I just love the way Coach Berry coaches. Like, because I watched him a little bit at Benedict, and I got to see him up in person, right? And it was just, I loved it. Like, once I saw him, I knew. I love the other candidates we was talking about, former Bulldogs and all that at other schools, but I'm like, this is the guy. Like, we collectively knew it was saying all season, Coach Berry is the guy. And, like, I know that he's going to bring a few of those transfers with him. So, I'm very excited for that. A couple of them already hit me up. I can't say nothing, but I'm very excited for that. I just love the way he does them, and I love the way he teaches, he coaches his program, and I love the way that his staff as a whole. I just love the way they gel.
Okay. What is his specialty? What is he really known for?
I think team building. To me,
to my like coordinator, special teams. I mean, does he have a specialty, or he just all over?
His offensive coordinator. So I want his offensive coordinator to come because I feel like anybody would be better than the guy we had last year. He can't stay. I need an overall. But his offensive coordinator might be the one next up for that Benedict job. So we trying to see how that goes. We trying to see if he can bring him over to Orangeburg with us. But I want him because he's very innovative in the way he calls plays. He knows how to get your playmakers out in space. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. So that offensive coordinator is definitely what he's known. That offense is what he's known for. I need that guy here. I don't got a problem with him bringing the majority of his staff here as long as we keep our offensive line coach Goddard. Do what you want after that. But let us keep our offensive line coach, and I'm good.
Hey, so Nick, let's address what Jeremiah just said. What you make of that, Nick? Hey, you can put that back up there, King. Nick, you still out there?
Bro, Jeremiah just be that's outlandish.
Yeah, I'm still here.
What you make of that comment right there?
Players coach is another word for soft.
Oh.
Man,
wait, players coaches are soft?
You tripping, bro.
Tripping.
So wait, this comment right here?
Yeah, that comment.
So I understand what they're saying, but I don't agree. And the reason why I say that because there's not necessarily to say you're not always gonna have a balance and stuff. Like everybody teaches differently. And being a player's coach doesn't mean you being soft. Being a player's coach is more you understand your players, you want what's best for them, and you understand how to get them there and stuff. You don't have to always be jumping down they darn throat and stuff about every little thing and stuff. But actually, still be stern and be hard on them and stuff, but also let them, mentor them and be there for them and actually show them what right looks like. That way they can get to the next level. That way they can be better on and off the field. So no, it does. Being a player's coach doesn't mean you soft.
Soft coaches don't get respect from their players.
Huh?
Soft coaches don't get that respect from their players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That don't go together. You can't have success like that and be soft.
So basically, I agree with everything you said, Nicholas. It's just like being a strong parent. Sometimes you have to discipline them, and sometimes it hurts you more than it hurt them, but it's for the best. But however, you sit down and talk to them and get an understanding, know where they're coming from. So I understand, I understand what you just said, and I was feeling.
Yeah, but being a player's coach and stuff, it doesn't necessarily make you soft and stuff. You saying being a player's coach make you soft and stuff. I guess Mike Tomlin's soft then.
Nah, that's not what I said. It was a comment in the
no. I'm talking about the person that made the comment.
Oh, that dude, I still say a lot of stuff, man. Jeremiah different.
And we know Mike Tomlin ain't soft, so you tell me.
Right, you explained it good. A player coach is somebody who understands.
Jeremiah, people think we cousins, man. You saying stuff like this in the chat.
Hey, man, wait till you see him at the family reunion, Ken.
No, Jeremiah, cool, man.
Wouldn't y'all consider Ole Miss coach a player's coach?
That dude just
Kiffin.
Would y'all not consider him a player's?
That dude's different. That dude funny.
I tell you who is a player's coach. Kirby Smart.
True.
Okay. I wouldn't have guessed that.
That's what he comes off as. He could be a dickhead, you know what I mean, in behind closed doors, but he seemed to be very in touch with his players, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Ken, your cousin on one tonight, man.
I mean, this is what you're saying, Jeremiah, is you prefer a certain type of coach. I think you got to be soft. Is just I don't know about that soft stuff, man. That ain't. I'll be very selective with words, using that. But like, I don't think a player's coach is soft.
Yeah.
I will say
now,
this.
Is he trying to say they're not as stern as?
Hell, there are some coaches that are not player coaches that are soft.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he feel like what he's trying to apply, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jeremiah. He too buddy with him. He play with him. He, you know what I'm saying? He joke with him. He feel like that he's one of the fellas.
This is
and
what
they
I
feel
was
like
saying.
they ain't gotta respect him. So they go off the cuff, knowing they gonna get a slap on the wrist.
A lot of the players, coaches, man, are coaches that play the game.
Right.
They understand the game. They understand kind of, what comes with it. But some of the best coaches are players that wasn't like the best player in the game. They were more like a serviceable role player type player.
Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think all coaches can be, in a sense, players coaches because they coaching players, but it's almost insinuating that you don't like your players if you're not a players coach. You some tough, I think if you sit down a bunch of Alabama players, they'll say Nick Saban is a players coach. He no nonsense, but you can be a players coach and no nonsense, and you can be tough all at the same time. I don't think it's one or the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I was just thinking that too. When you brought Nick Saban, I was just thinking that and stuff. His players might say that he's a players coach, but one thing I can say, being in the military and stuff, is it taught me, and also playing football when I was younger, is everybody teaches different.
First round of playoff kid. All right, I'm glad you asked that question. Because like I said, I was damn person.
Because he wanted us to get off that soft question because he wanted us to get off that soft player coach. But that was just idiotic, Jeremiah. Keep going. Go ahead, coach. Answer the question.
They should have won that game, right? They went back and forth with Lenore Ryan for the first half. They really was in control, if you want to be honest. And then Lenore Ryan, who really, I don't even know if they still in the playoffs, but they went real deep, so they ain't no slouch of a team. Lenore Ryan made adjustments on defense at the half, and Chennisberry's offense could not get going. I mean, his quarterback was on his behind and running for his life. I don't know what adjustment was made, but Benedict just couldn't do nothing with it. And by the time they got going again, it's 3 minutes left, down by 10. Ain't really much you can do. So I didn't like the way that second half played out. I didn't. And I put more of that on the offensive coordinator.
It was idiotic.
Yeah,
In my opinion, just like
like
you. Hold on, Kobe. I'm sorry, bro.
we good.
Just like you say, players coach equals soft, I can say your comment equals idiotic. See how that works? But keep going, bro. I ain't mean it. Somebody gonna jump down my throat for cutting you off. I apologize. Forgive me.
This is just. I didn't like the way they. I didn't like the way they handled the second half. I did not like the way they handled the second half. Because when I felt like it's not that they didn't make adjustments; it's their adjustments just wasn't as good as the ones that Lenore Ryan made. And you stopped going to number 85, who was literally killing Lenore Ryan by himself. You know, like it's decisions like that that make me go, all right, I ain't been seeing you from this all year. I don't know why you wait till now to do it. I was disappointed in that, but I still left the stadium saying, with Tuck, this still our guy. Like I'm still sold on him. I just didn't like how they coached that second half. They should have won that game, if I'm being honest with you.
Hey Ken, at one of the games we was out of town, I'm talking to Hazel, and I was like, "Hey man," I said, "Y'all got any more cousins?" I said, "You and Herb have any more cousins? You know, back in Beaufort, back home that you know?" He said, "Yeah, man, we got a whole lot of them, man. We gonna set all of them down." I said, "Please do so." So man, I guess the signal call is out, baby. So we're getting them in.
I'm sorry, what now? What was that?
I asked Jaheim Hazel at a game when we were out of town. I mean, yeah, because we found out that he and Herb was cousins. I was like, "Hey man, y'all got more family members back home we need to go get?" He said, "Oh yeah, man, we got a whole lot of them.
Yep.
We don't send them there." I said, "Yeah." He sent them there. Well, yeah, they coming. So Cole, I mean, we gotta come.
Wow.
Bro. What, man?
South Carolina, a big state, man. I don't know why y'all gotta come to the low country.
You go wherever they. Well, it's one word, bro. Pipeline.
I'm just playing with you. Hey, it's starting to be one, especially in Beaufort. I don't like that.
Man, Beaufort, man, is got it going on, bro. We are.
So Ken, is that receiver? Is he deemed to come in the spring, in the summer next? Is he next year? He's like a 2025 type guy. I mean, is he coming?
Oh no, he's 2024. He's 2024. Now, when he enrolls, I'm not sure. Like one of the guys we met with tonight, we interviewed today. He's actually gonna sign in February. So not every kid is an early enrollee. Some of them are gonna be senior graduate. I mean, gonna be May graduates, and then they're enrolled in the summer. But I'm not sure, TD. I'm not sure. He's already committed, and maybe he committed early because he probably is going to enroll early. So we'll see. But the kid is he's a stud though, man. He's a burner. He got top-notch speed, plays well. I mean, man, they just that bloodline is, I mean, from offense and defense, I mean, they seem to have they got a really good bloodline with what we got, man. With Hazel and Mulligan, and then to get KJ on that thing, bro. It's like, hey, let's get him in and get him rocking and rolling. So we still waiting on Irv though.
I want to ask you about KJ. What side of the ball you think he'll be playing when he get there?
Man, that's a damn good question because he can play the DB spot and he can play.
Right. Good question.
He can play both, and I honestly, it's not just him. We got another young man from Ohio we looking to try to recruit. I interviewed him and I said, "Man, what the hell position are you gonna play in college?" He was like, "We'll see." I'm talking about
with the ATH on this sleeve.
That ATH, bro. I mean, he play everything. Like literally, I'm like, bro, you the running back, you the wide receiver, you can play wildcat quarterback, you the punt return, kick return, you play DB and safety. I'm like, dog, and you dominating, and I was like, what you? Either your teammates are ass or you just like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, some dudes are just like that, and he's a burner, man. So But man, I'm telling you, man, this is if you're a coach right now in the HBCU ranks, we should not be moaning and groaning about the portal and people leaving. This is the time to get better, man.
Nice.
It's so much talent out there. If you do your work, like Brother Nicholas came out and confirmed, they are out there. The dogs are there, man. And don't get stuck on them stars. Don't get stuck on it. Go get them kids. You look for a developmental program. Shout out to my brother Josh Sims, man, HBCU Nightly. He put some out on Twitter today. He was talking about the motto, man. The mode is recruit heavy high school, develop these kids, put them in your program, and hell, if they leave when they fucking seniors and they graduates, so be it. They were there 3 years. They got their degree. They're an alum. Go make you some money, bro, and come back. And take it. You know,
there's another school I was thinking about. They in the wood line. Fitzgerald, Georgia. That's another one.
Yeah. But this is the thing, though. They got a lot of kids that hit the portal. Big time talent. DB, wide receiver, offensive lineman. Hey, I guarantee you that Trey Oliver ain't going to be crying. Trey Oliver going to be recruiting his replacements, and he's going to go and get some dogs. But what he said was you recruit high school, you develop them, and then you use the JUCO ranks to try to fill in some of the boards and some of the portals to fill in some spots. But high school recruiting is still the way to go. I'm telling you, man, go get these kids, go get that good clay. You mold them, you put them in a good strength and conditioning program. And I say it all the time. The best coach, the most important coach on your staff is your strength and conditioning and nutrition program. You got a good training table, you got a good training staff, get them in the building. You got them good clay, they got a good skill set, something you can build on. That's what I love about our O-line coach. I think Coach Jason Onyebuaga is a star, man. Hopefully we can keep him as long as we can because look at the talent he's bringing in. He's bringing in clay. I mean, molding them. Listen, we got 8 offensive line commits, bro. 8.
Wow.
Right now. Majority high school. And I'm talking 3 stars and no stars that got great offers. You follow what I'm saying? You put them in the strength and conditioning program. Like, for real.
What about the young man from Memphis?
The
young man from Memphis.
Which one?
Offensive lineman. The one we interviewed last week.
From Memphis.
With the dread, the big boy. The one you said the one was taller than you.
Oh, he in the fold. Mason Barton. He committed. Man, when I say I love that kid, man, I love his film. He
finishing them blocks, man.
Man, listen, man. This is what I'm saying. When I look at the likes of now, don't get me wrong, man. The FAMU model works because the FAMU model was a beat Jackson State at all costs model because they was anticipating Dion being there, but it's got to be sustainable. You follow what I'm saying? And I'm not saying FAMU can't sustain it. Yes, they can. This is what I am saying though. You gotta build for the long-term success. And you go and look at the programs who have had success. They have recruited well from the high school ranks. They have put those kids in their program. They have developed them, and they have only used the portal to spot field. We got into this Deion Sanders win now, microwave society type situation where we packed the damn roster with portal kids, and your turnover changes real quickly. Trust me when I tell you, the reality, Deion Sanders was an outlier. TC Taylor is more realistic. It's more reality. Follow what I'm saying? And what you do is you do what we did. That's why I'm more concerned about our freshmen staying intact. I'm almost like, please stay. You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, if these young kids stay, we have the infrastructure in place and we have the foundation to be a really good freaking SWAC team for a very long time. And I don't mean just a SWAC good. I mean good enough to win out of conference games. You follow what I'm saying? Y'all may not believe this right now, but my question is why can't Jackson State recruit a team and build a team and a roster with the continuity and the returnees to beat ULM? They are the BIOS. They are a bottom of the barrel FBS program. Yes, they got 85 scholarships, but that's a game that you got to go try to go get. If you lose, you lose. We were supposed to beat them when Dion was there. 12-7. We had ample opportunity to win that game, and we just kept. Look, we fumbled the ball with 2.5 to go from the 50-yard line. We were gonna score, TD. We were gonna win that motherfucker 14-12. I know we were, but we fumbled the ball. It was what it was.
Well, my takeaway from that game, far as losing, they had to do that and kick the ball 80-yard field goals, and when they
we held
on just about every drive, man. They got a 15-yard penalty. They put them in field goal range. I mean, the dude was literally kicking what about 45 to 50, right, Ken? If not 40, that dude was kicking that ball, man. And that's how they got those 12 points.
You know what I'm saying? I remember that game like it was yesterday, dog.
Huh?
Yeah. I can just imagine if Jane Houston didn't get flagged.
Right.
Bro, that was the biggest crock of BS ever, man. The man pulled up, his face mask hit the other dude's helmet. They called him for targeting.
Hey, that would have been a long night for ULM if he would have stayed in that game. I'm like, yeah.
Oh my gosh, bro, that targeting call.
Hey, they would have had to carry their quarterback on the stretcher.
Crock of BS, man. Come on, man.
Hey, but see, but I have a question. Far as when we talking about recruits and high school players and all that. And far as retention, do you think it better, Kobe, Nicholas? Do y'all think it's better when the whole division conference is competing and you got the rivals? You know, I know we always talk about dominate.
Yes.
Dominate. Yeah, Jackson State, we want to dominate. We want to win every game we play for sure. But we would like, I mean, in I guess a fairy tale world, all games to be blowout. However, you need some competition there to make rivals so you can have a sale say, hey, come help us beat such and such a team. You know what I'm saying? So if the whole conference as a whole was better, you know, wouldn't that help with the retaining? Go ahead.
That comment answers your question. This is why that question, and I'm going to let them answer it. I'm not going to try to answer it. But if you follow what Steven Chapman is saying, if we build a roster that can win an FCS championship, if we're competing in the likes of the Furmans and the Montanas, and if we get to that level, TD, I'm talking about as a conference. That means that our strength of schedule and the SWAC will be respected more so in the FCS playoffs. We have to do it because we need to have the FCS playoffs as an alternative for those that can't get to the SWAC championship, can't get to the Celebration Bowl, like what North Carolina Central did this year. North Carolina Central, the MEAC, although they got 6 teams, had a Celebration Bowl attendee and a FCS playoff team. We would have got it if we would have beat Alcorn, but we didn't. So I'll let them answer that question. But the question, you know, basically, yes, you want all your teams to be good. You don't want to just beat the shit out of them and they suck. You want to
so completely agree. You do want everybody in the SWAC to be competitive. My biggest thing with the SWAC and stuff, and I hear this time and time again, was, you know, I want everybody to have better quarterback play. The time, you know, we're in 2023. Almost every quarterback, and people can get mad when I'm getting ready to say, almost every quarterback in the SWAC should at least be averaging 2,000 yards passing. I'm gonna say 22 to 2,400.
Wholeheartedly.
Huh?
I wholeheartedly agree with you.
And the reason why I'm saying that, because it's not like it's back then how it used to be and stuff. We line up and we run, you know, our formation or this and that and stuff. Like the game of football has changed tremendously. There are so many offenses. There are so many schemes you can run and stuff. To me, there are so many quarterbacks out there. There are so many, you know, whether you you know, you at an HBC, whether you want to just recruit black quarterbacks or, you know, white or Hispanic, et cetera. There's so many quarterbacks out there and stuff. And I just want to see, you know, better quarterback play, because at the end of the day, I want to see better quarterback play. I want to see better. I want to continue. I ain't going to say better, but I want to continue, because it has gotten better in my opinion. This was better than I seen more effort this year than I did last year from schemes from different different universities.
So
I want to
so
see
Nick,
more.
it
Yes,
sounds
sir.
like what you're saying to me is we need to start running the quarterbacks and let them pass.
No.
I mean,
No,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I love a dude. I'm gonna tell you this. I love how should I put this? I love a Lamar Jackson. I love a Marcus
Dual
Mariota.
threat, yeah.
I love dual threat quarterbacks. I'm just saying, be more. Okay, I'm gonna put it to you like this. It's no way that you a quarterback, you can't go out there and you can't give me 230 yards passing, 235 and up. This day of being 165 yards, 178 yards passing and saying that I'm a quarterback, no, that gotta go. I need production. I need production out of you because I want to feed my wide receivers. I want offense, like we said, offense sales. When people come to the game, I want to see that magic bean being thrown around and stuff. I don't want people to be like, 3rd and 8, they not finna convert, or they can't throw no fire. Like I said from Ethan Terrell earlier, what I like is stuff, them 12-yard comebacks, those 5-yard hits, that 10-yard hit and stuff. I'm like, okay, he can take care of throws like that, because you don't see that when you see a person's highlight tape. They don't never put, can they throw a 12-yard hitch and can they throw a 10-yard hitch and stuff. And this not me. I know people don't certain people, this may I'm gonna say off script, Sunday he did say and stuff when he brought this up last year, and he said, the only thing I see and stuff, from most takes is people throwing deep bombs and all that and stuff. Where's the 12-yard hitch and 5-yard hitch? I said, I completely agree. I know you can complete a 65-yard bomb. I know you can do that, but can you throw that 10-yard and that 12-yard hitch? Can you convert a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 8 when we need it with your arm?
But Nick, the reason I say I wasn't saying let's start with the dual quarterback. That's not what I was saying. Mm-hmm. But when you first started off, you was like, hey, SWAC quarterback play has gotten better than it was in the past. In the past, it was a lot of quarterback draws, a lot of quarterback run, a lot of quarterback option. Mm-hmm. More so read thing. The quarterback ran the ball a lot of the time. Go back to the, McNair threw the ball, of course, but back then it was a lot of that. So right now, basically what you're saying, you want more accuracy out of the quarterbacks. You want them to still be able to run, but let's see him get the ball downfield. And I think Ken mentioned a quarterback like for instance, I remember Alcorn quarterback Allen. He threats to run, but he always keep his eyes downfield. I'm starting to see that play. I hadn't seen him as much as I wanted to see it in Jacobian. But he tend to have his eyes downfield as he, scramble with the ball too. But I think my thing was with our receivers, they got to learn to break off their routes when the quarterback is in trouble. They got to learn to read the blitz, the corner blitz, the linebacker blitz, off the edge, who's coming, and realize, okay, if I don't do this, my quarterback gonna get his head knocked off. So I think that's one of the things that receivers has to learn also to make that quarterback play even better. So I agree with what you're saying, from the past to now, that the quarterback play, let's not do, 50-50 run pass. Let's do more so 75-25. What I'm saying?
I'll say 7%, 70% throwing, 7% throwing, and 30% running, and being more balanced. And 7%, let's say the game ain't going how you want to go, 7% to 30% ain't going and stuff. Then hey, if you gotta take off and pick up 7 or 10 or even bust a 15-yard run, go. I'm not telling you not to run. I'm just saying, the days of I'm passing for 178 yards and I call myself a good quarterback. No. And the only reason why I say that, because this is what I see. If them kids that go to PWI's FCS schools, if they can go out there and sling it for 300, week in and week out. Some a lot of them can go in and sling it for 275 and on up and stuff. Why can't we? That's just me. I'm pretty much saying that. I'm pretty much saying I know y'all are capable of doing that and stuff. I'm not telling you. I'm not saying. I'm not downplaying black quarterbacks and HBCUs. I'm saying y'all can do it too. And if somebody think you can't do it and stuff,
you're not putting them down. You're bigging them up, actually.
Yeah, picking them up and stuff. Because I'm like, if they can do it, I know you can do it.
Absolutely.
That's just like people. That's just like people were hard on Harold Blood and stuff. But I can tell you this and stuff. When he was on the money and stuff, he didn't miss a wide open throw when it was down the field. Some people, they just need, they need time and stuff. They need, and something I'll say about our boys and stuff, I love to get them in a good quarterback camps and stuff. Prime example, Miles Crawley. He went to the Manning Passing Academy before this season started, and I actually noticed a whole lot about his throwing motion and stuff that changed, especially when they played Hampton. That boy was out there slinging.
He had a really good game against Hampton.
Yeah, he had a really good.
I remember that.
Yeah, and the only thing that's wrong with Miles Crawley and stuff is he just need to be consistent. Can he do it? Yes, I believe he can. To me, and he from Georgia. Oh, that's another one. He from Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this. Southern got and I keep saying this. I think I'll get on somebody else. HB. I forgot their name stuff, but I'll get on their podcast. I'm still an advocate for, and I hope he hear this. Southern got a quarterback named Jalen Woods. He from Georgia and stuff. Great passer. When I see him pass, he remind me of a small version of Dwayne Haskins.
Okay.
When he throw the ball and stuff. I feel like and stuff. They need to get him a shot and stuff. There's plenty of quarterbacks sitting on roster that just need a shot. And Jackson State, if people can say about Jackson State quarterback room, Jackson State got a pretty good quarterback room because what's his name? Morgan. Something I noticed about him and stuff, Jacoby Morgan, he actually throws a lot of completions. Nobody noticed that and stuff. He's actually comfortable throwing and stuff. He's
had the highest percentage of everybody in the room is 68% this year.
Yeah, he actually and I noticed that and stuff. Zy McDonald, nobody would want to say it, but he actually throws a pretty deep ball.
He does.
People can say what you want to say, but
I got to give Zoe credit for that one.
Yeah. I think our quarterback room is pretty healthy. I think the biggest thing, this is why play calling matters. You can have the talent in the room, and your fan base will be skeptical because of we don't know what we're gonna get. It's kind of like we was having an identity crisis or something. And it is what it is. We expect it, but that's also first year. We expect things to get better in year 2, and then 2, you upgrade the offensive line and just kind of go from there. I think we need to be a run first team, honestly, because of the amount of talent we got in that room. And
I agree. I would say
ball down everybody's throat, just bully ball, man.
Yeah, I would say people. This funny stuff, but I'll run an offense just like Oregon. And when I mean Oregon, I don't mean
Chip Kelly, Oregon.
Yeah, Chip Kelly. Before he left, the Marcus Mariota. Oh my goodness! I will run them. I'm gonna slant you to death, and I'm going down the seam because everybody can't. Let me tell you something. Everybody can't. You can't tell me that y'all gonna be everywhere. My safety's in them everywhere. No, I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna throw slants, and we going down the seam.
Hey, Nick and Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Nick mentioned it, and not saying it for a particular reason, but I think that we probably would have fared better, if not won, FAMU. If I would have won the game and stayed in the game.
That's
hindsight. Hindsight is always.
No. Ken, I called this one. I called this one. We was
No, he did. But our problem with FAMU was our special teams. It wasn't necessarily our offense. It was our special teams. It was you can't give up a damn opening touchdown to Marcus Riley, the first damn play of the game. He take it to the house. Now you're down 7-0. Then we marched the ball down the field and we hiked the ball over the freaking holder's head. And now what would have been 7-3? You don't know, man. You don't know. Now it's 14-0. It's literally a 10-point swing. Instead of it being 7-3, it's 14-0. And that's kind of where you don't. Now you're in the gray area now. You know what I mean? So I think if we get that damn 3, we never know what could happen.
Yeah, I think the team after that kick, I feel like after that kick return, it took the wins out of the sales team just for a little bit and stuff. And then once they started stopping FAMU, they like, hey, we can stop these boys. They not world beaters and stuff.
The team that could have beat FAMU, and they don't want to admit this, but Jackson State was the only team that really I felt like could have beat them. We just weren't ready to beat them yet. Next year it'll be a different story.
Yeah.
Not worried about that. I mean, you can. Here's the thing. Okay, I saw EA putting the comment. Oh man, we putting together this great recruiting class. It's got to come together. FAMU, y'all can hate on Musa all you want to, but having continuity at quarterback, there was no quarterback battle in FAMU. You got the preseason offensive player of the year, played the whole season. He didn't get hurt none at all. Hey, man, it is what it is. Yeah, he missed some throws, but still, you got a good defense. You got a serviceable quarterback. It's okay.
Yeah.
Got y'all out of games. He kept some games close because of his inaccuracy, but still, they still played. They went as the quarterback goes. I don't care who you go get. The portal is a gamble. It still got to come together. You still got to mesh. You get what I'm saying? It got to come together. It don't matter.
Mm-hmm. Don't matter. And that's the thing.
So you can talk what you want to talk about Musa. Musa ain't lost a SWAC game. Matter of fact, Musa's only lost one SWAC game in 2 years. So at the end of the day, you go get another quarterback, it still got to mesh. And that's the thing that we're doing this year. We're getting all our kinks out. Come see us next year. Y'all don't know what it's like to be the hunted, though. Jack State was the hunted this year. Everybody got up for JSU. Now everybody's going to get up for FAMU. Everybody coming for your neck. So if you make it work. But now you give us 7 games, trust me, FAMU toward the back end of the season wasn't the team they were at the beginning of the season. Trust me when I tell you.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, Jackson State people say Jackson State was hunted for 2 years. No, they was hunted for 3 years. They was hunted when they signed Dion. Let's just be real. When they signed Dion, they put a target on their back. Then the next year, who gonna beat them? They was hunted then, and then this year, Dion gone. We got something for y'all. We finna stone y'all for this and that and stuff. They was hunted again this year, and I'm gonna tell you something else. So they gonna be hunted again. They're gonna be hunted again next year and stuff. And you want to know why? It's called hate. And I'm not, and it's not this nobody hating on JSU. No, I'm talking about the type of hate as in people had this notion they think it'll go back to how it used to be and stuff at JSU, and you got certain people that want to see that. That's all I'm saying.
That ain't happening, bro.
Yeah, no, I understand. No,
I'm telling them, like, y'all better. Let me tell y'all something, man. I don't want to be make us the underdog next year, please.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that because I'm just saying when you don't get raped by the portal, because the portal is out here raping some teams right now, just violating them. Let me get that. Trust me when I tell you, I don't know a team that can order ain't restored. Dude, we had 60 plus players go to the portal, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got a makeshift roster on the fly. and y'all shit held intact and y'all added talent. I don't want to hear that, bro.
Yeah, and you still went.
Because what y'all not accounting for, y'all gonna get hit with the I can level up too. It ain't gonna just be South Carolina State. It ain't gonna just be North Carolina Central. The reason y'all ain't got riddled by the portal is because of the damn Celebration Bowl. But after the Celebration Bowl, I don't care about y'all talking about your recruiting class. Trust me, the portal is going to affect y'all too.
You want to know what? You want to know
Everybody
what?
over there gonna feel like they can level up. They feel like, look, man, we done this already.
You want to know what would be funny? What would be hilarious? I ain't gonna say hilarious, but this would be funny, and I'll be like, wow, if this happened, because he did it for 2 years. He's been doing it for 3 or 4 years. Willie Simmons. It'd be funny if he was offered a job at an FBS school in, like, let's say not probably either Sunbelt or the CUS of A. And the only reason why I say that,
EA, the fact that you asked me that question, I'm gonna stop talking to you, because that right there, to ask that question would insinuate that you're trying to imply that y'all losing some players in 2 years is anything comparable to losing 90% of your damn roster. I don't want to hear that, bro. No, dog, you tripping right now. I'm. It's cool. Yes, you know what? Whatever you say, cool. I'm done. Because you know damn well that you ain't went through what we went through, and it's okay. But when Willie leave and y'all get put on probation for that damn APR, I don't want to hear nothing now. I don't want to hear nothing. Because everybody in the conference is talking about y'all, just so y'all know. Everybody expecting y'all to be on probation next year. Because y'all act like classroom work don't matter. But keep going. Yeah. I'm going to leave that alone.
Yeah, but I was getting ready to say because the only reason why I say I could see Willie leaving, no, I'm not saying he doesn't love FAMU. I know he loves FAMU. He loves the coach. He loves everything. But I also remember Willie Simmons, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong or right. Didn't he come from, when he a Clemson quarterback years ago?
Yeah, he played. Yep,
he played for Clemson. Okay, so he an FBS guy. If somebody threw him some money, because he's a winning coach, great coach.
Willie Simmons gonna be the offensive coordinator for Colorado next year. I'm about to start.
I'm pretty much saying nothing surprises me.
Hey man, Willie Simmons might be the offensive coordinator up there in Boulder, man. Y'all don't know now.
After what just happened with the dude from Kent, really? But I ain't gonna even talk on that.
Hey, listen, I'm just saying, man. Listen, they rock with Prime, man. Hey, Willie, go and go to Boulder, man. We're gonna root for you, baby.
But all jokes aside, though, Willie is a great coach, though. FAMU did they think.
Simmons is a really good coach, man. I be messing with them. I don't take nothing from hard work, man. Willie Simmons is a damn good coach. I think Willie Simmons. Let me say this about the stuff that our previous coach was talking about. If everything that Deion Sanders was ranting and raving about why he chose to go to Colorado, oh man, it's gonna start some wave of black coaches from the HBCU ranks getting hired. If Willie Simmons don't get a damn FBS job, then everything that he said is total bull jump. Because Willie Simmons 9-2. Now you sweep the SWAC. You finish Celebration Bowl 12-1, bro. It ain't no other way to give you your due other than to highlight the fact that Willie Simmons is the quintessential, prototypical. I'm talking about he's the top prospected HBCU head coach for an FBS job. If he don't get an FBS job, then the FBS ranks and everybody that was singing, that was dick riding Deion, is going to have to eat crow and say that was horse shit. I said what I said. I've been talking sense, EA. And I ain't just started talking sense because I started giving Willie his props. I ain't never not giving Willie his props. Matter of fact, when Willie beat us, TD was right there standing there looking at me right in my face. TD, what did I tell Willie Simmons? I said, Willie, you got a juggernaut of a team, brother.
Yeah.
I said, ain't nobody beating y'all, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only way y'all lose a game. Now I know he didn't want to hear. He was like, "Hey, one game. Y'all know how Willie is, man. One game at a time. Da 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 da." I told him, ain't nobody beating them. TD, we stood on that sideline. What we say? Them big ass boys right there, boy. That's a big old team.
Man, that boy number 98 looked at us, man, gave us that slash throat. Kobe. Boy, no. Kobe.
Now that
Kobe. I really want to say
the Little Giants, bro. Not talking about hit that with that slash throw, like it's all.
I want to say
put everything they had into
98, man. Number 98, he was the big boy, man. That boy, we walking down toward the end zone, man. They was stretching, man. The boy looked at us, pointing over there, and said, "Over." I ain't believe him at the time, but yes, he knew what he was talking about.
Oh, that was a fun weekend, boy. Hey, look, I take it. I take it on the chin. We sat there and watched the whole press conference. We let him have his moment. We've been whooping him since 2018. Hey, we had to let him have his moment. I ain't taking nothing from him. I even tagged him and said, "Look, man, congratulations, bro. Coach won. Hey, listen, I ain't no hater now."
Man, it's two things that Willie said. Well, Coach Simmons said doing that stood out to me. And he said he's looking for that dude on Twitter to say by 40. He said not by 40. He said by 40. He spelled out FAWTY. He said that I want to meet that guy. I want to find that guy. And Kobe, he said, "Hey, y'all boys have a safe trip home."
It was like a little butt towel. Hey, man, good seeing y'all, boy. Y'all get home safe. Get home safe now. You hear? He was like, "Get home safe now. You hear? Good seeing y'all, man. Good game, fella."
Yeah, but me, like you was going back.
Hey, Earl. Hey, what the dude? What the dude on the Jordan documentary?
But back to Willie Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's proved great play caller, great coach. He has the record.
Mm-hmm.
Either he's gonna get hired as a position coach, or better yet and stuff. I do see him, if he jumped to the FBS, I see him as a head coach, because there's plenty of teams in the Conference USA that would gladly have him. There's plenty of teams in the Sun Belt that could gladly use him.
Willie Simmons has lost 5 games in 3 years. North Carolina, South Florida, Jackson State, led by Coach Deion Sanders twice. I don't know who that 5th game was. Was that South Florida again? I think it was South Florida again. I think they played South Florida twice. They lost 2 in 21. In 21, I think they lost to South Florida, bro. Did they play South Florida?
You talking about FAMU?
FAMU in 21.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Something tells me it was South Florida then. I may be tripping.
Central Florida.
USF. That's what I thought. They played USF twice. So they lost to USF twice, Jackson State twice, in North Carolina. What about that resume says that man right there, if given the resources and an ability to, that's what it was. But I didn't count the playoff loss. I didn't count Southeastern Louisiana. That's a good question. So they lost 6 games. My mistake. 6 games. But one of them was a playoff loss. He lost to South Florida twice. He lost to Deion twice. He lost to Southeastern Louisiana once, and then he lost to North Carolina. So that's in 3 years. He lost 6 games, bro. If that right there from an HBCU head coach doesn't warrant an FBS job, then you're telling me that everything that brother that coached us last year is horseshit. Willie Simmons has the best resume of any HBCU coach not named Deion Sanders over the past 3 seasons. You got to tell me, versus the SWAC, look at this. 23-2 versus SWAC opponents in 18, and like 19 of those wins were by 10 points or more. I mean, why is Willie Simmons not? And I'm not trying to push his coach away, because I'm gonna tell you like this right here. Don't think that just because Willie Simmons leaves FAMU that everybody and a mama and grandson and a little nephew ain't gonna be hounding. They're not gonna be in Tallahassee trying to get that job. I think FAMU is a very attractive job if Willie Simmons leaves.
It is.
It's a
I love being in Tallahassee.
If you think for one damn second that Ray Lewis won't try to go and get that job, I'm not saying that they would hire him if Willie Simmons leave. I'm just telling you, that's scary. Just so folks understand, if an NFL Hall of Famer was granted the opportunity to actually take over FAMU, it would be the scariest shit since Deion Sanders at Jackson State. I'm just keeping it a buck because it's Tallahassee, it's Florida, and it's a program that's on top. So they'll get the pick of the list. They'll get some really good coaches to try to get in there. I'm not trying to sell them on anything. I'm just saying KJ Black to FAMU is willing to. That's a great point. KJ Black is at the Los Angeles Rams. He's still at the Rams, Blue? Woo. I'm just saying. So my point is that if you want to sing that, I'm not even trying to take it down that road. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what's going to happen. But if he stays, that means FAMU going to be good again. They're going to recruit again. So EA said that FAMU and Respis is going to be recruiting their butts off. Yep, so he's KJ Black still at the Rams, like I thought. And they're going to have a damn good recruiting class. Ed Reed to FAMU, that's terrifying. I'm sorry. Any team in Florida like that. But this is my point though, EA. If everybody that want to sing that song is on tune and they're singing a good note, then that would have to ring true. I'm saying Willie Simmons is the outlier. He is the easiest person to go from HBCU to FBS that's not named Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have to confess that what you're saying and what you're saying is horseshit. You have to say it. Because no man of that resume is going. You got Manny Diaz just got hired to be the head coach of Duke, the Duke Blue Devils. The head coach, for those that don't know, Duke's head coach takes over at Texas A&M. Okay? Mm. So that opens up Duke's job. Manny Diaz is a failed head coach. He failed at Miami. Manny Diaz is a really good defensive coordinator. He was a defensive coordinator for Texas, for the UT of Austin, the Longhorns. He was damn good there. He was a damn good defensive coordinator, wherever the hell that was. He was at the U. When he took over as a head coach, he was terrible. So he gets another job at Penn State as the defensive coordinator. Guess what? He gets another head coaching job at the FBS ranks. Manny Diaz, I'm talking about.
Yeah, and like
Mississippi State. That's correct. He was also at Mississippi State. That is correct. I'm just saying. So my point is, we keep seeing failed head coaches. My question is this right here. Why is Manny Diaz studying getting jobs and Charlie Strong is not? Where's Charlie Strong at, everybody? Charlie Strong is in Alabama.
You know what? I forgot about Charlie Strong.
I forgot about him.
I forgot about him.
I'm a fan of Charlie Strong. I met him a couple of times when I lived in Austin. Living in Austin, you know what I'm saying? Going to UT games. I'm just telling you, Charlie Strong ain't got no. How long was he at? Charlie Strong goes to Texas, and he goes to USF, and he's now going to be redeemed. He's going to now be rendered as a damn office as a coordinator. Where's Kevin Sumlin? That's a good question. Kevin Sumlin goes to the Houston Gamblers for a season. Now he's where? In the USFL? I'm just saying. Where's Willie Taggart?
That's a no.
Now, Derek Mason just got a job for Middle Tennessee State. Derek Mason, for those who don't know, Derek Mason was at Vanderbilt. He was the last coach to have a 6-win season at Vanderbilt. I think he was the last coach that had a 6-win season. Who had a DUI?
Kevin Sumlin had a DUI.
Don't
But
matter.
still, that don't mean no.
Shit, goddamn it. Pardon my French. I'm just telling you. Shit, what's his name that just went to damn Arkansas as the offensive coordinator?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Motorcycle bandit. What's his name?
The one who was messing with the student.
Petrino.
Petrino.
Oh, man, what are you talking about?
I was getting ready to say he got a DUI. I said that's it.
Tyrone, Bobby Petrino. That's him.
That's him. Hey, there's plenty of coaches that are not black that have done way worse, and they still on the front lines.
To the NFL, never to be seen again. I mean, they're gonna forever be on the offense, be on the staff. Now go get your bag, go be quiet. Petrino is forgiven. I'm just telling you, man. Willie Taggart to the Ravens. Okay, something is at Maryland. I don't know. My point is, you tell me. This is why we said to y'all, no. Deion Sanders went to Colorado because Deion Sanders is Deion Sanders.
Facts.
I don't hear no stop the black head coach stuff. Stop that. That's insulting to my intelligence because Willie freaking Shotgun Simmons is the reason why everything y'all said is a lie. Mm-hmm. I happen to believe that if you give Willie Simmons an opportunity, Willie Simmons will do well with the resources and the ability to hire a coach. I'm sorry, bro. You're not gonna tell me that. You're telling me what you see. You talking to the wall right now, bro. I'm not here. I'm not listening.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
So this just me. So I'm looking at. I was looking at Conference US of A.
Yep.
And we got schools like FIU that went. Their overall record was 4-8. We got UTEP that was 3-9.
Yep.
We got Sam Houston that was 3-9 overall.
Yep.
LA Tech 3-9. Middle Tennessee State that was 4-8.
Yep.
Those schools I just named and stuff. What school? If Willie Simmons left for one of those schools, this is just hypothetically speaking, what school would you want to see him at out of all those schools? And I'll name them again if you need me. This is just Conference USA.
Name them again.
FIU, Florida Atlantic.
Stop.
Florida International University.
Stop. There you go. FIU. Miami, Florida.
Oh, it is in Miami.
Most people don't know that Florida International is right in the heart of Miami, right with Miami.
I didn't know it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I love the Miami Vice uniforms. That's cool, but you put Willie Simmons over there. I don't think he wins right away because Florida International has some issues with Miami. You got $1 million collective. Matter of fact, I think Mario Cristobal is terrible as a coach. By the way. I'm sorry. I said it. It is what it is. I know he was an offensive lineman for the U. It is what it is. But he had an unforgivable play where they lost the game because he didn't take a freaking knee last year, and they were undefeated, and it literally destroyed their entire season.
That was this season.
That was this past season. Yeah. They were 5-0 with the potential chance to go 6-0. And all they had to do was take a knee, and they running the ball, and the damn running back fumbles the ball, and they lost a game that they absolutely should have won. Mathematically, the game was won.
Oh, you talking about Miami?
That Georgia Tech game.
So I'm okay with this, EA. If he goes to USF, that's fine. But my question is, USF would be great for Willie Simmons over in Tampa. That would be great. But all I'm saying is that there are coaches that I want to see Coach T.C. Taylor given an opportunity. That's why y'all gotta understand. I thought this was JSU Live Sports Chat. Yes, it is. It will. No, the real precedent is set when Willie Simmons get a job, not when Deion Sanders gets a job. And I'm not hating on Deion Sanders. Anybody would hire Deion Sanders because Deion Sanders is a marketing freaking guru.
Yep.
There is nobody in the world that is better at marketing anything other than that man and the media team that they got behind him. That dude is a machine. That's why I told you
wouldn't want to go play for him.
Leave that man alone. because we ain't gonna win that battle because it's almost like it's an occult-like following. We drank the Kool-Aid too. I was fighting and scratching and clawing to defend the man too. But when I saw it for what I saw it for, I was like, you know what? We're not going to win that battle. We need to just leave that alone. Wish him well. All right, cool, bro. I just wanted one more year because if Deion Sanders left this year, we would have been looking really damn good. And he probably would be at Texas A&M. But anyway, here's my point. Willie Simmons is actually the precedent that has to be set because he is the best of the best. They made him the FCS head coach of the year, the SWAC coach of the year. If that man does not get an FBS job, then it ain't doable. Stop me when I'm lying now. Stop me when I'm lying.
Oh, this one I want to say. I think Andrew Barty gonna be FAMU's next quarterback.
I don't think so.
You don't tell me why. I want to know.
Number one reason why is because FAMU does not have to settle for a SWAC retread. If I'm FAMU and Jeremy Musa walks out of the door, FAMU will be in the running for any quarterback that's leaving the FBS that wants to dominate on that level. The thing that nobody is accounting for is the Celebration Bowl. Trust me when I tell y'all, yes, it's quiet right now, but come Saturday, everybody and their mama going to be watching the Celebration Bowl. If Jeremy Musa goes out there and balls out, FAMU dominates Howard, some quarterback from the FBS ranks, not named Andrew Barty, is going to be looking and saying, you know what, I can go to FAMU and help keep this thing rolling. I like the stage. They play in the Florida Classic. They play Jackson State. It's going to be pretty, you know what I mean? They play Southern or whomever. I think they still play Southern, but my point is FAMU is a blue blood HBCU. There's only 6. FAMU.
You said 6. FAMU, Jackson State, Grambling State.
FAMU, Grambling, Tennessee State, Jackson State, Southern, Tuskegee. Those are the blue bloods. I didn't make the rules of this. It's not that's not a slight to anyone else. I'm just saying those are the blue blood HBCUs. Somebody say, what about Howard? Howard is in a blue blood HBCU program. There's no disrespect to South Carolina State. South Carolina State is a close 7, but we're talking about historically. You know what I mean? Like, Buddy Pugh is a legend. 23 years in the game. Nothing. He probably put more NFL players in leagues. They really should be, but South Carolina State just doesn't fit within the back in the day. Morgan is close. Alcorn is not. We talking about blue bloods. That's not, and I ain't finna get in no debate. I'm not trying to. Everybody, it's not a slight. It's not a slight. So when you get into like college basketball, the blue bloods are what they are. It's a handful of them. Duke, Kentucky, Kansas. You know what I mean? North Carolina. It's those of that ilk. So my point is this: I don't think that FAMU has to settle. So Earl, he's not trying to do that just because of what Ken said. If he can't go head coach, then who? I'm just saying, man, like, why the hell y'all got to tell Willie Simmons he got to be an offensive coordinator? I hate this shit because I don't want to sit on here and feel like I got to defend Willie Simmons. He's not our coach. But Willie Simmons is the precedent that's set. If TC Taylor's going to be afforded an opportunity to be a head coach outside of Jackson State, TD, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, if TC really dominates and get on a roll, let's say Willie Simmons and TC just takes over, he rolling. Man, Jerry Mack won 3 straight fucking MEAC championships. He been a coordinator. He was offensive coordinator at Rice. Now he's a running back coach at Tennessee. Jerry Mack, who gonna hire Jerry Mack as a head coach? I ain't knocking Jerry Mack's coaching ability, but who gonna do it?
Yeah.
Who? No, because what they tell our best of the best. Yeah, Vincent Dancy is now a outside linebacker coach for Colorado. I'm happy for he getting paid the money, but Vincent Dancy could be a defensive coordinator on FBS ranks right now. But who gonna give him that opportunity? Because the world, y'all sit there listening to Deion talking about he did what he did. Man, that was the biggest crock of BS that's out there. Deion ain't did what he did to motivate nobody to do nothing. Like the Charleston White said, ain't no These folks ain't finna sit up here. White folks ain't finna hire black coaches just because Deion became a head coach. That ain't happening. But my point is that he's the best of the best right now. So if you're telling me that everything you lied to me and tried to make us feel like we were in the wrong for feeling how we felt, and Deion did what he did so he can open up some door, then he should be advocating for Willie Simmons to be the next head coach. It's umpteen jobs available in the FBS.
I just said one of them.
But you just named like 6 of them. You said Middle Tennessee State. You said Sam Houston State. Who the hell are you? You just missed one conference. You said conference.
Yeah, FIU, UTEP, Sam Houston, LA Tech.
That's 5 jobs in Conference USA. That's a lower tier group of 5 program.
Let's go to Sunbelt. Let's go to
Sunbelt. ULM just hired the damn offensive coordinator from New Mexico. Who else got a job opening there? And Troy finna be open because it looks like.
Yeah.
Head coach. It looks like James Madison is finna hire Troy as head coach.
Yeah. So Sunbelt right now and stuff. This who wasn't even. So Sunbelt East, Marshall, they overall they were 6-6.
Okay.
They were 6-6. Georgia State was 6-6. Georgia Southern was 6-6. Old Dominion 6-6. I don't see him going to those, but if you look at Sunbelt West, UL Monroe was 0-8 in conference play. Southern Mississippi was
trash.
Yeah, they 3-9 overall and 2-6.
Oh yeah. That's right. James Madison hired Holy Cross. Who the hell is trying to hire Troy's coach? Is that Duke? Come on, somebody help me out here. I just saw that. Was it Coastal Carolina hiring Troy's coach? Who was going to hire Troy coach? I just saw that.
Look at Coastal Carolina.
Was it Coastal Carolina? Troy, oh, hey, I think I just saw it. Troy is open. Oh, Tulane. I'm sorry. It was Tulane. My bad. Tulane. That's it. So Tulane is looking to hire Troy's coach. So that means Troy. You mentioned something. Okay. There we go.
Then if you want to go to the American Conference, oh Lord, there's plenty of jobs in the American Conference. East Carolina 2-10, Temple 3-9, Tulsa 4-8, Charlotte. So you telling me that
you tell me Willie Simmons can't go to Eastern Carolina?
Florida Atlantic 4-8.
Now I know Tom Herman, they over there wearing grills and shit on official visits, but they 4-8. Oh no, EA. No. I know it is. But this is my point. Stop selling bull junk, man. Stop lying and acting like Austin P. Nah, he might well stay at FAMU.
Austin P is division. Austin P is still FCS. We talking about getting him a head coaching job at the FBS.
No. My point is, if we talking about job openings, jobs that's open.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. Jobs that are open. There's a lot of jobs that's open. Some of those jobs that was mentioned, they're not open. But my point is, the jobs that are available right now. Some coordinator from some whatever, it is what it is. All I'm saying is that FIU, hey, does he take that? You know what I mean? Like, if my point is, there was a 1A and there was an A and a B over the past 2 seasons in the SWAC, and when that man left, now there's another A. Deion Sanders was A 2021, 2022. In 2023, Willie Simmons is the A. And I'm saying, according to that, we should be seeing Willie Simmons from that elevate. You know what I mean? So, but that's another story for another day. I'm done. I'm done ranting and raving about EA. You got to go to OG Strike Zone and y'all got to plead the case for your coach. I done spotted you 30 minutes of rant and raving about Willie Simmons. I'm just making a point that somebody told me that the reason our previous coach left was to create a way for black coaches to go from HBCU to FBS. And I'm just telling you right now that if Willie Simmons don't get a job between now and the next 2 years, it's horseshit. Actually, technically, it should be this year because there's a lot of jobs open, man. There's a lot of jobs open. And I can't remember the last time there's been this many jobs open at this time, at one time. It's a lot of lateral movement because of the big Power 5 jobs that are open. They're pulling coaches from the other ranks. You see what I'm saying? So that's going to create some group of 5 opportunities, which I just think I think you should look at Willie Simmons.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that because I want to see Willie Simmons leave. I'm just saying that I want to believe that black excellence is going to be rewarded. That's not coupled with marketing celebrity.
And someone just said that I'm naming off schools that jobs haven't opened yet and stuff. Yeah, I understand that and stuff, but at the end of the day, schools can change their mind on how they feel about somebody.
Yeah, they can.
So it is what it is.
What happens, man? A lot gonna change between now and the Celebration Bowl. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all got Celebration Bowl, FAMU versus Howard. Shout out to everybody that's going. That is not this. Obviously, is next weekend because tomorrow is Saturday, and like I said, we got Jackson State men's and women's basketball on the road. We got the men playing Houston. We're playing the Houston Cougars, number 3 team in the nation. Tomorrow in Houston, and then we got our women's basketball team playing at Oregon State. We're going to finish out this recruiting weekend. I'm going to get back to the business of Tiger Talk. Hey, Brother Nicholas, appreciate you for coming on, bro, because it's your fault that I stayed on an extra hour, 2 hours. I stayed on 2 hours because of you, bro, and I thank you. I thank you because if you wouldn't have come on, I would have been long gone and I would have been at somebody's bar right now. But I'm glad you didn't because, I decided to shut it down now because I'm going to go to sleep. All right. Maybe that was a good thing. So, man, great show, great dialogue. Man, listen, I welcome you back anytime, bro, to talk football. That's or sports in general, man. I love the energy. Bring that energy every time, bro. Don't change. Don't ever change. Shoot me that email.
I appreciate it. And
yeah.
Also, I am gonna email you all the counties and stuff.
Yeah.
In the 229 area and stuff. But yeah, they want to.
Hey,
just tell me.
Hey, and make sure you next time you come up, man, you have that 6'2", 6'3" linebacker, about 240, run by the 4.45 who really like to hit people.
Hey, you see what they said? 229, we coming.
Nick,
we on the way, baby.
Hey, nah, Kobe, you can't get none of that, man.
Hey, nah. I was gonna say I'm gonna give you my email too, just in case it don't get to Ken.
I just told you. I told you before. I told you, Kobe, you can't have it.
Hey, I love it. Hey, you got to get that. Hey, listen. We want everybody to be good. Now, let me say this. This is a very serious statement. I want everybody to understand. I be talking crap. I be having fun with it. I don't want no SWAC, MEAC, SIAC, CIAA school to not be good. I want everybody to be great. I want everybody to win. I just don't want y'all to win when y'all play us. That's all. But no, I'm keeping it a buck though.
That's
no,
real.
I listen, bro. I don't want to see a school to suffer. I don't want to win like that. That's what Zoe was saying. We want everybody to be the best because honestly, SWAC football could be like, remember them Ravens Steelers games when we talked about Palomalu and Ed Reed playing football. The point that I'm making was you had them games that was just good. It was good ass game. It was a slobber knocker. It was just, it was good football. Nobody wants to see a bad game. And the reality of the matter is that I know a lot of Florida State fans are still sad about the outcome of the playoff selection committee. But the reason that happened was because of the debacle that you saw with TCU getting destroyed by Georgia last year. So because of that, people got a lot of money riding on that playoffs. Man, they didn't want to put a backup quarterback in the play. If it's screwed up, trust me, Florida State got screwed. I admit that. But my point is, people want to see competitive football, and I want to see the SWAC back in back in the day where everybody was a juggernaut, and you had to outcoach and outplay your opponent, not out-talent them, because out-talenting your opponents in the conference that we play in is just lazy coaching. You got shitty coaching, shitty refereeing, shitty quarterback play, like Brother Nick said, and you win a game just because you got a little bit more talent than the other team. That's really not good football. But good football is Willie Simmons come back. He have a hell of a recruiting class. TC Taylor puts together a great recruiting class. October the 19th, Jack State, FAMU in Jackson. I'm putting it out there, y'all. I'm telling y'all, go ahead and make your goddamn plans if you're coming.
Yeah.
Leave y'all with that.
Yeah, but
I'm just telling y'all. I'm just telling y'all right now. Go on, make your plans.
But yeah, I'm getting ready to hop off. I got your email.
Yes, sir.
Kobe, was you for real about giving me your email?
No, he wasn't.
I'm laughing.
Oh, baby. I got the J's back on. What TD saying, Nick? If they ain't got a J hat on, they ain't allowed in the 229. Keep them up out of there. No, I'm just BSing, man. No,
but
yeah,
what was I getting ready to say? Oh, it just slipped my mind.
If you on social media, man, hit up Kobe Orr though, right there. His social media all the same on Twitter and IG. Just hit him up on IG. You can send him that contact info, man. Y'all can connect. We want to make sure that we recruit them areas, man. Let them know that that we got schools that want them just like these other schools want them.
Man, Kobe got Channing Berry. He all right.
Tennis. Tennis like tennis. Chinnis.
All right.
He said Henningberry. No, Chinnis.
Yeah. Chinnis. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, we all right though. I ain't saying we won't for nothing. We good.
All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to hop off. And one more thing before I go, Kobe, that running back y'all lost and stuff. He did remind me of Najee Harris.
He sure did, bro.
He reminds me of Najee Harris.
Matter of fact, that same number.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did Najee Harris wear 20? He wear 22, don't he?
Yeah. He wore 22 at Alabama.
Yeah.
Man, for real, bro. I'm telling you, what is he wearing?
Hey, the way that ball was running, I'm like, yeah, that's Najee Harris Jr. right there.
What number Najee wear for the Steelers?
20. I think 22.
Don't he wear 22 still?
Did he wear 22 at Alabama?
He did at Alabama.
What he wearing now?
I thought he was wearing like 26 now or something like that.
He wear 22. He wear 29. What the hell? He don't wear no 29. He wear 22 just like I thought. That's what I'm saying. He wear the same number. Yeah, hell yeah. He wear the same number. I bet you old boy planning his game after Najee, bro.
Yeah, man. I know.
Najee straight out of the Bay Area, man. California, man. Yeah.
We gonna miss that boy, man.
Man, y'all gotta go tell him to come back home, man. Tell him to come back one more year, man.
That man ain't coming back, man. You just said that.
Hey,
don't say that he might come back.
Hell, I think we might have sent an offer too. Shit, I ain't no telling. I mean,
I hope Jackson State do.
I think we did.
All fair and love and war.
Hey, Kobe, if you from the Bay, man, just call him up and say, "Sprinkle me, man." I'm going.
Hey, TD, chill out.
Oh, hey, man, we gonna end right there, bro.
Right.
Why the hell we would have been off this thing over 2 hours ago, man? Hey, great show, man. Great show. Man, hey, brother Nick, appreciate you for coming up. Come up anytime. Kobe, good seeing you, bro. Keep cutting up on the internet. I got to be honest with you, bro. Hey, when Chennis hit the Carl Thomas emotional pose, I was like, oh, yeah, it's on. Hey, that boy looked just like goddamn Carl Thomas from the emotion.
I swear to God, boy, I thought he had an album coming.
No, and I can't let go.
Y'all crazy, man.
Hey, man. Hashtag belt the ass, man. Y'all know what it is.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, y'all have a good
man.
night. Man.
Hey, listen, all love to DI Love JSU Tigers, man. Great recruiting weekend. Hey, man, we're going to delve back into and see what's crack-a-lacking with the recruiting, man, and we'll give you whatever we can on Monday, man. So, hey, everybody have a safe weekend. DI Love, as always, go Tigers, baby. Kobe, good to see you, bro.
All right, bro.
Peace out, big dog. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Peace.